Like button. Teen and Top, thank you for the follow. We will be swapping screens very shortly. Me and my little co-host Phil.
Welcome, Teen and Todd. Happy
Ready?
Prime Day.
Alright, we're going to swap scenes. We're going to go over. I don't have it set up for that, so we're just going to do this today. First and foremost, we're going to thank you all for being here with us, of course. James and Phil from the Dragon Blogger team. James here speaking mainly, just the way it's going to be. Victoria, good morning. How are you doing?
Morning, Victoria. Happy
Phil,
Prime
of course, is down there in that little video down below. You'll see him over there in that corner. You guys can pick on him like you do with Nate. It's all good. Yeah, you can talk, man. It's all good. Just having fun. Oh, look. She says, hello, Phil. With a whole bunch of sevens in the crapshoot.
777, Victoria. Great to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Now, I do want to remind everybody you can get 2 free Slurpees today at 7-Eleven. I mean, what?
2?
It's 7-Eleven day. So, there's an option to get not just 1, but 2 Slurpees. I will be hitting 7-Eleven a little later. Hopefully they got my mango passion fruit back. Of course, today we got a very cool show. It is Amazon Prime Day, 7-Eleven and 7/12. You're going to see us here today and tomorrow. You're also going to see good old Nate. That's right, Tater Nate will be on today at some point as well. Then later on, you are also going to be greeted with the toast. I mean, is he the burnt toast with the most? Or is he the soggy bread with the red? Nikita.
Might
you
be
guys
dipping his toast in the Slurpee today.
I don't know. He was talking about toes the other night, and I got a little uncomfortable with that one.
Everyone has their thing.
Old Mage, hello. We have a problem. Technical issue I have to correct very shortly, but I do not have a mouse. Let's go back over here. We have a technical issue. Did he do what I think he did?
Tickets, please. Tickets. Front row seats are open.
Yeah, I'm checking something.
What's up, Ulrich? Happy Prime Day.
Hey,
Lady Bacon, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're doing well.
go ahead and talk to them.
How we all doing? What kind of sales are we finding on Prime Days on Amazon today? Tell me what you got. I actually haven't bought anything yet. Or I think I got some cat litter coming. Priorities.
Hey, Evans. Hey, Ulrich. What's up?
Hey, Evans.
Lady.
How are you?
What's up, lady?
Alan in the house. What's up, buddy?
Oh, we got Alan. Alan's around. I'm trying to check a correction that I think might need to be corrected, but we're checking it real quick. Hopefully Bossman sees it. Okay, it looks like we are supposed to be on all those. All right, we're going to go with it. Whew. So, if you have not known us, we are the Dragon Blogger channel. We've been here for quite a long time. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to do some cool stuff. Now, most of you may have saw the last previous stream with me doing Jackery products. Of course, those products are still behind us. Any RGB chassis on the list today? Do you mean computer cases? If so, no. Definitely not. But hey. Yeah, if you don't see a specific item, of course, there are plenty items out there. If I need to have Phil search up something really good, I can definitely do that, and he can check and see if it's a Prime Day sale. Now, with that being said, we do have some RGB lighting in the carousel. I do have some RGB lighting behind me running off a Jackery product. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that right there. This nice little swirl of fun. I didn't have time to take down, but hey, Juke, what's up? What's up? All right, so with that being said, I'm going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about the first product, of course, up in this carousel. That is the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom. That's because it's going to give you that boom for your buck. Or something like that. Down there in chat, of course, is probably Mrs. Dragon Blogger or Mr. Dragon Blogger. I believe he's working, though, at the moment. So you're probably going to see Mrs. Dragon Blogger pop in and out. If you have any questions, of course, Mr. Dragon may be able to answer, or Phil or I, throughout this stream. With that, we do have a lot of very cool products on hand. We're going to show you guys some Anker products like I'm showing you right now. So there's Mrs. Dragon Blogger. Good morning, Mrs. Dragon Blogger. On hand. We're going to do this. We're going to play this little video. We're going to show you this little product, of course, as well. Now, with that, I'm going to pop over here. We're going to grab some stuff. We're going to talk about it. Now, first and foremost, I want to tell you, it's 36% off today. It's a prime deal. Now, with this, of course, it is IPX7 waterproof, 24 hours of playtime, and it does have an app. That's right, it has the Soundcore app. That Soundcore app, of course, is going to allow you to adjust the EQ to your liking. Now, of course, this also allows for you to pair it up with another device if you need. What? Yeah, you could do that. You could play left and right channels. Now, this little speaker, of course, does have 2 drivers and 2 passive radiators. Now, with those 2 passive radiators, you're going to be coming with a lot of power. A lot of power. What? Yes, that's right, a lot of power. Now, the best part is this is IPX7 waterproof, which means if Phil accidentally drops it in his pool, or his child takes it to the bathtub, you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to hurt it. And I'm sure his kids have done things like that before. Probably with his phone or something like that. Now, with this device, it does offer wireless stereo pairing. That's right, true wireless stereo pairing. That means if you pair it with another one of these devices, you're going to be able to do a left and right channel. What does that mean? That means then you'll have not 30 watts of power, but 60 watts of power in left and right channel. That means you have more than just double your speaker volume. Now, with this, you do have Bluetooth 5.0 connectability. You got Bluetooth 5.0 connectability. It's going to give you about 80 to 90 feet of connection. Now, I will tell you that connection will drop if you're walking through walls. And that's if you're Harry Potter and you're going to go into the new train station that's going to be, of course, through the brick wall. That's on you. Just remember there's a connectability with that. Now, with this thing is a beautiful, beautiful sound. Now, of course, inside the app, you have a customizable controls in the app. You have personalized sound in the app. You have multiple EQ settings. There are 4 preset EQ settings, of course, in this app. Those 4 settings are going to let you do whatever you want, and then you have customizability where you can customize it yourself to your own listening experience. Maybe you're like me and you like a heavy bass. Maybe you're like Phil and you like classical rock. I don't know. I don't even know what Phil listens to.
I listen to everything.
All right, we're going to jump forward. We're going to do this, and we're actually going to even get a sound test. Okay, I apologize, guys. What's up, Boston? Okay, I apologize, guys. Now, we have the speaker, right? That is on low. Let's go all the way up. There's your sound test. That is the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom. Now, again, it has got a very cool 36% off today. Great price. Now, as Mrs. Dragon Blogger says, she's a rock and roll type of person. Me, in general, I will listen to pretty much anything that's out there, and I don't have a problem with that. I have no problems. The invite only. Wow, there's an invite only TV deal. Well, is it
that email?
Is it the Amazon Omni TV?
Yep, the 43-inch.
I'm gonna tell you, it's worth getting it. If you get that deal, grab it. The Omni TV is a beautiful, beautiful TV. That's actually Mrs. Dragon Blogger. Mrs. Dragon Blogger is in the house. Justin, of course, is at work because he was bad and took a vacation. Next up is the big brother to that one, and we're going to show you the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom. And this is the bigger version. This is 80 watts of power, of course, right here. This is a Tater Nate video, but we don't need the sound because we have me. We're going to talk about it. 80 watts of power. Still, Bluetooth connectability. Now, this one, of course, is only IP67 waterproof, but still, very great waterproof rating, and nonetheless, you could still put it in the water and not worry about it. Now, with this, you do have the multiple drivers, the multiple tweeters, and the passive radiators, like on the last one. Now, this one does have a fixed handle. It does have some strapping. Those strappings are going to allow you to carry it around with you, of course, as well. Now, with this, we're going to talk about it. Now, each tweeter has 20 watts of power. What? Yeah, that's right. 20 watts of power to the tweeters and 60 watts of power to the woofers. That's just phenomenal, phenomenal. You still have the Anker Soundcore app. That app is going to allow you to connect up to this device, allow you to change out the EQ and adjust it however you like. Now, you also have Bluetooth 5.3 on this one, so you're going to have a lot longer of a connectability distance, about 103 feet of distance, if I remember correctly, on this one with the Bluetooth 5.3. Now, on the back, you have USB-C. You also have a USB, standard USB. You also have 3.5. Now, with this device, you have PartyCast 2.0. What is PartyCast 2.0? PartyCast 2.0 means you can connect this with any of their other Bluetooth speakers and use those as well on the same song. What? Yeah, they allow that. That's actually kind of cool to be able to do that. And I think that's a great option for that. Now, with this, of course, Nate does do a sound test. We're going to show you the sound test. Maybe. There we go.
I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of the way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna today, I promise that I'll never.
Now, as you guys see there, it actually has some very phenomenal sounds with that. Now, I will tell you, you're going to get about 20 hours of usage time off of that full charge, but that, of course, is going to be about 60% volume. Anything over that's going to eat battery. Now, that's like most devices. If you have a battery device, they do most of those tests about 60% volume for the battery test. At 100% volume, you're using a lot of the amperage to pull out that power. So that's the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. Any questions, please feel free. So with that, we're going to be moving over to, I believe, another Anker product. This is going to be the Soundcore 2, a little portable device. Hey, Phil, do you got this one?
I got my parents that one because their old Corvette does not have a Bluetooth stereo in it, so they actually connect their phone to that dashboard and they can play their oldies but goodies through that, which sounds a lot better than the factory stereo from 1965.
Well, Phil, I'm going to have to tell you that they can actually get an optional piece for that. Swap out a deck that does have Bluetooth built in and it looks like the stock deck. Oh, my bad.
Nice. I'll have to set that up for them.
James here, and today we're taking. We're going to kill that volume. We don't need the volume. We're going to just do this, and we're going to talk about this. The Anker Soundcore 2. Of course, I did this product. What does that mean? It means I might know a little bit about it, or I just might stumble through it. You be the decision and decider. Now, with this, it is IPX7 waterproof, which means you can take it to the beach, to the pool, to the backyard, and not worry about it if it gets wet. Also means that it's not going to worry about a little bit of sand. It's not going to get in there. Now, with this, it does have a nice large battery life. It's about 24 hours of battery life on this device. Now, that 24 hours of battery life on this one actually is about 70% volume throughout. Now, this does come in 4 colorations: black, blue, red, and I believe it's going to be the 4th one is like a teal color. And I believe the teal color is the version I had. Could be wrong. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. Now, with this, 12 watts of stereo sound. Does have their bass up technology like the rest. That bass up technology just automatically changes the EQ to that setting with that. Now, we're going to go a little bit into this. What I'm going to tell you is if you use that app, you're going to be able to pair this with wireless stereo pairing to multiple devices, and you're going to have many of options. Who, what, where? It's James and PC Phil. Yes, Joanna. That is Phil. Phil. Phil will actually be showing you. Hey, Phil's going to be showing you guys some products, of course, today. Now, he does have them sit behind him, but we will be showing some B-rolls of those as well. But he does have them showing off back there. Now, with that, of course, you have the EQ ability of this and adjust it out to your sounding liking however you want with that, of course. Now, the true wireless stereo pairing means you can do left and right channels, double that power. Now, with this one, this is just that. It's a portable little Bluetooth speaker. Now, that Bluetooth speaker is a Bluetooth 5.0, so you still have that 80%, about 80 feet of distance connectability or so. Hey, awesome, Mom. Dynamic DB Dragon Ball Tool. What? Oh, you're talking about Phil down there? I don't see him.
Hello, awesome mom. Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Hold on. Phil who?
Who's the Phil guy?
Yeah, we don't need to see him today. Hold on. I'll just, you know what? Phil, do the show. I'm out.
Next product in the carousel.
Now we're going to do a little sound test over here for everyone. Now that is, of course, on low, which is not a problem, right? Let's get ready and go higher. Pretty good. Now we can pause it right here, right? With that, you have some very beautiful Bluetooth speakers. Now, of course, we do have one more from Anker. Now, this is the Soundcore Motion X600. Now, if I would have realized this was in the carousel, I would have actually grabbed this one out of my closet because I still have this. This is actually a really cool piece. We're going to show you the X600 right here. James here, and we don't need him talking because I'm literally sitting right here and can tell you all about this device. Or I can make Phil do it. I don't think Phil wants to do it because he didn't have hands-on with this. Now with this is a full aluminum housed body, fixed handle. This has got some cool stuff. First and foremost, IPX7 waterproof. What? Yeah, IPX7 means you can take it out in a very major storm and not worry about it getting ruined. Now with this one, you have 50 watts of sound power. That's right, 50 watts of power. Now that is, of course, divided up through all the drivers and the stuff that in between. We'll get into that. It's 12 hours of long playtime on a full charge. Now, that 12 hours of playtime, like I always tell you, is going to be about 60% volume to 70% volume. Anything over that is going to take that amp and make it use the battery power. Now with this, it has what's called their Pro EQ. Their Pro EQ has actually got a button on top that can swap that out for you, or you can go into the app and adjust it inside the app. Now with this, it also has an auxiliary input. This also has what's called the DxO Mark 132 speaker. The DxO Mark is actually ranked very, very high globally ranking for this device. Now, of course, you do have a great little theater-inspired sound with this because it does have that option, and that's because it has dual drivers, dual tweeters, and then a center channel. Yes, it has a center channel. Now, this is an official LDAC high-res audio with this. Of course, I can't remember if I'm doing a sound test yet, but we're going to back that up so you guys can hear the sound test in a quick second right there, because I still want to talk about a few things. First and foremost, this has 5 drivers. What do I mean by 5 drivers? You have the 2 main drivers in the front, the 2 tweeter drivers in the center channel. Each one of those drivers has its own amplifier and its own DSP. If you don't know what a DSP is, that is a digital sound processor. That digital sound processor is where they're going to go in and make their adjustments to those speakers to make them sound optimal with it on hand. Now, this device does come in 3 colorations. Of course, the black version. Then you have the lunar blue, and of course, the green, of course, as well. Now, we're going to go over and I'm going to show you this actual sound test because it's really, really worth checking out. To that sound. And you're going to be surprised. Now, you do have your volume up and down and play and pause with this. Now, what I'm going to do is push play on this little YouTube video over here. And it's already playing. As I said, it's got a nice room-filled sound. Now, with that, as you've seen, the sound actually is very clear. Now, when I brought it closer to the microphone, that's where you're going to get that full range of those DSPs. Now, when it was farther away, of course, those tweeters actually carried very well. But once you bring it up, you're going to get that full range sound of this. And that's actually where it's at. Great little speaker. BLH says, hello, Phil. Nice to see you. Had to stop by.
Up BLH. Thanks for swinging by. Happy Prime Day.
So, the X600. Hey, Darren. What's up, my buddy?
What's up, Darren? Thanks for coming by. How we doing?
What you doing? Great speaker. Honestly, that Soundcore Motion X600. That's a really cool one. That one's a way different variation of any of the others I've actually tested from them. And what I'm going to say about that is the difference of variation is actually the sound quality. This one actually has those DSPs in there, and it changes the sound. It really, really does. It's really, really dialed in very, very well for that one. So, great little product. If you're looking for something like that, definitely check it out. Now, we're going to be moving over to a product that Justin and Nate just love, but Justin really, really loves. This is the Shokz Open Run. Now, the Shokz Open Run is about 31% off today. I'm not sure there's any clippable coupons, but hey, we're going to play you a little video that Justin did.
The main difference between the Open Move and the Open Run is the Open Move do not have a microphone. The Open Run have a dual noise canceling microphone so that you can use it to talk on calls as well, not just listen to music. And the squeak ears go back. The Open Run also come with a much nicer carrying case. Part clamshell carrying case, much nicer quality carrying case than the Open Move with just this pouch. Again, similar design.
Oh, the X9, yes.
Yes,
the X9 looks beautiful.
One to cancel the noise in the background and the other one to talk into. The Open Move does not have a microphone at all, so you can't make conference calls with it. This one you can make conference calls.
Might actually jump up to that.
Really nice fit. Also more battery life. It's 10 hours with the Open Run Pro versus 6 hours with the Open Move. So this is the Open Run Pro by Aftershokz. Again, it's an upgraded version. The one thing is it doesn't use USB-C. It uses this magnetic pin charging, which in some ways is better in some ways and worse in others. So rather than using a USB-C, which you have to plug in and unplug, it uses a magnetic charger, which you just basically touch it and tap it on, and it grabs like that. See that? It snaps in. Now, it makes it easier to just simply clap.
There you go, Rosie from the Jetsons.
But when you're traveling,
and now we're all banned.
It's easy to have one USB cable, USB-C cable for multiple devices. Now you got a unique proprietary.
Now with that, you have that very cool open bone conduction. Now the way that works is it actually sends the sound through your temples instead of your ears, which leaves your ears open for you can actually hear everything around you. Now it does take a magnetic charge. That magnetic charge just connects up and then it works that way. You can't plug it in wrong because those magnets won't connect if they're in the wrong way. Shokz has got you covered with that one, and I do recommend it fully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump forward a second. We're going to go up to the Eufy X9. Now we're going to show the Eufy X9 a few different times throughout this show. So you guys are going to definitely see a couple different videos, different variations, first and foremost. Now, Phil, of course, is the one that actually had hands-on time with this RoboVac. So we're going to let Phil do his spiel while I play a little video.
Cool. Thank you, James. Thank
Here
you,
I'm
Dragon Bloggers,
showcasing
for having me. Happy Prime Day for everyone. This is the Eufy Clean X9 Pro. I absolutely love this device. This vacuum has so many features in it. It has AIC tracking in the front. It'll detect any kind of shoes or toys whenever it's vacuuming the floor. It'll go around everything. It's got side bumpers on it, so it won't bumps around. It'll go around all kinds of obstacles like doors, walls, and chair legs. It has bumpers in the front, so it knows where not to go. It'll map out as soon as it gets deployed out of its loading dock. It'll have the tracking to map out the whole room. This thing, it mapped out my whole house in about 4 minutes. It was really quick. On the bottom here, we have the hexagonal mopping pads here. They rotate at 180 RPM, and
Dude,
they
that's
actually
cool.
interlace here, so you don't miss a spot on the floor. Got the tractor wheels here to drive it around. We have the cliff sensors all around it here, so it doesn't go off any stairs or anything. It has a paddle type vacuum here. It's tangle free. It can be easily removed by pulling off this cover here, pull it out just in case there's something jammed in there. It'll let you know if something does get jammed, and then you can put it right back in, put it back together like that, and continue your vacuuming. Got the side brush here to grab any debris and bring it into there. It's got the swivel here, so it can do 360-degree turning. It does the vacuuming and the mopping all at once. The carpet sensor is right there. So as soon as it goes over a carpet, it'll just vacuum and it'll lift up the pads up to 12 millimeters up, so it won't actually get the carpets wet. And then as soon as it detects flooring again, these little pads come back down and it starts going onto the hardwood floor again. On the back here, we have our charging ports here. Whenever it backs into its charging, that's where the charging panels are. It does talk to you. It has two little speakers here, let you know what it's doing, whether it's cleaning or mopping, or if it's stuck, or if it's going to come back to its charging bay. Every 5, 10, or 15 minutes, depending on how you set it in the app, it will go back to the station to wash out the mops, the mop heads. It will rinse it with clean water and then take the dirty water, and I'll show you. We'll go into these tanks that are inside. We have our clean tank here. It fills up with 4 liters of water. And then we have the dirty tank here. And you can empty them out easily, fill up the other one very nicely. It has a sensor inside the dirty water tank to let you know when it's full, and the app will tell you when to empty it. Whenever you need to clean out the bottom of the bay here, there's 2 little clips you can.
Now, guys, I do know that his little picture is a little hard to see, and that's why we were showing you that video. He's going to keep talking and going. I'm going to play you another video while he does this.
And so you can pull out this bottom tray here to clean out where the mopping cleaning section is here. Make sure to keep your contacts clean. It should be cleaned out regularly.
Here we see the
mop
Eufy.
head will come inside here, scrub them clean, and then you can put this tray right back in. Slide it right back in easily. Click the 2
Hey,
tabs
Dano.
back out, secure. And what else does this have? Yeah, so like I said, this thing maps up to 5 different floors. If you have a multi-floor house, or if you actually want to take this to someone else's house, you can actually program 5 different floors on it. On the top here, we have the recharge or home button here. The center has the power button, and the
That's
left here
because he
has
stepped
spot
away.
cleaning or spot and child lock safety. So if the kids try to touch this and try to tamper with it, it's gonna ignore them. But this is truly amazing technology inside this device. I highly recommend this. It's an all-in-one. To show you where the vacuum tank is, actually just lift the lid right here. You have your dust bin right here. Pull a handle up. Pull that up like that. There's a little latch here. We open it up. You can take out all the dirt that goes in there. Close that back up. Drop it back in. Yep, and it just told me the dustbin is inserted, so it tells you every time you do something or want to do something, it'll let you know what it's doing. Also comes with a secondary high-performance filter, so you can swap out the filter that's inside the...
Yes, BLH, it does pick up the dirt off the ground. It has the bin inside the vacuum. That's where you're going to pull that one up. But it also does mop as well. So now, The debris bin, if he, it's kind of hard. Let me enlarge this picture real quick. We're gonna do this so you guys can kind of see the debris bin. He can pull it out right now and show you.
Yep. So the dustbin is right here in the front. It's the only part that you actually have to, pull out and empty, along with the mopping tanks, and they automatically clean them
No,
up.
it
So
does
after
not
these have
auto
been
dump that debris part. It only does the mopping to auto dump.
right. Hey Austin, how we doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. So yeah,
Hey, Judy.
this has to be manually emptied, by hand, along with the mopping tanks. You do have to empty out the dirty one by yourself. It easily opens up. Simply just pull this little latch here, lift it up, pour everything down the drain, latch it in again, slides right back into the charging bay, cleaning bay. Another good feature with this is the mopping heads will be dried after a full washing. It will go up to 104-degree heating element inside of the charging station and mopping cleaner. So this will deter any molds or any smells or anything. I've used this many times and it still looks brand new after it's been clean and
So
scrubbed and
that's kind of
everything.
cool. So it kind of does what the Mach V1, the mopping mechanism does. I don't know if you guys seen the Mach V1 that the Eufy's company has. It's a mopping mechanism that auto cleans and dries itself, and that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing what this thing can do, and it's so responsive. As soon as it detects going off of a carpet back onto a hardwood floor, these mop heads come down, deploy. They push down 1 kilogram of pressure, so it's getting any stains that might have been put into a hardwood floor. It really grinds them out good. And again, it overlaps every time it goes across the floor. It overlaps and never misses a spot when it's going. Yeah. Any other questions?
Hey,
think
I
I'm
like
good.
VLH. I'm just tired of cleaning.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world, buddy. Welcome to my world. So that is the Eufy X9 cleaner bot. Now we're gonna shrink Phil back down because he's taking up most of my screen. We're just gonna hide him down here in the corner, kind of like me. Just gonna hide. Yeah. So great little piece, awesome little robot. If you're looking for something like that, that's definitely cool. I like that. Now, like I was saying, there's an option that I was messing with the Mach V1 that is just a hardwood floor mop. The auto self cleans itself, and I thought that was pretty cool. But to see a robo vacuum do that, that's even more amazing. I like that. That's pretty cool.
I love it.
Now, only if I had
Hey,
a
Call the
house that
Geek.
could allow it. Hey, call
Hey,
the geek.
Christine. Shouldn't you be working? Thanks for coming by.
Look, hey, Phil, everybody's in here for you, not me. So I'm just gonna go. That's it.
Thank you
Phil's
again,
gonna do the
James.
show
I
today.
appreciate you.
Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna sleep on the couch. Anybody got a blanket?
I'm just gonna take the baton and run. The noob's gonna take off here.
I hope you can run that carousel. See ya.
All right.
All right, we're
Mrs.
gonna pop
Dragon
over.
Blogger, help.
We're gonna pop over to a product that some of you may have used, some of you may not have used. Some of you may have seen this. The Anker M650. That's right, the Anker Work M650 lavalier wireless microphones. Now, these are a great little piece of. They're amazing. Let's be honest. These microphones are mind-boggling, very well done. I think Phil's actually seen them in action. I'm sure a lot of you have also. Let's show you
Yeah,
the
they
video.
work great. That's a really good deal they got today. Lowest price in 30 days for those.
Oh, minus 20. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that. Oh, wasn't even paying attention to that one. I feel like I'm slacking now. James
No,
here.
you're
See,
good,
we
man.
take
You're good.
We don't need that. We can do this. We can talk about it. The M650s. Wireless microphone. Comes with a charging cable. What else do you need? What? That's not how this show goes. Phil, do my spiel. You do talk about it. You know? Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's grab it out.
Anchor is awesome. I know that. That's for sure. I really like that little display screen on that with all the little details and telling you, the volume mic and the battery power, the
Here, sir.
switchable
You
covers on
don't
it.
know
That's
that
really
it's actually touch control. So that little device is
Wow.
actually touch controlled. So what that is actually a transmitter. The transmitter that he's talking about is touch controlled. That transmitter is also how you will swap out the connectability from the 3.5 cabling to your DSLR or to the USB-C connection to your USB-C Android devices. You also have the connectability to connect it to an iOS device, your Apple products. So it does have that Lightning connection as well. Now it does come with this charging case. The charging case, of course, it does have about 15 hours of battery life inside that device. Now you do get two microphones. Those microphones do have swappable covers. Those swappable covers can be changed out through 4 different colorations. Now, they give you technically 3 colorations. They have green, gold, and 2 black versions. Now, I've actually seen some pink versions out there. I've also seen somebody with a bright neon green, and I think that one was specially made or they did it themselves. But I was looking for a purple version. So, if Anchor is watching, I want bright purple covers for mine. Just throwing it out there. So they are swappable, and that's actually really, really cool. Now, with the microphones inside the adjustments and settings, you can literally adjust it to how you like. You can go plus 12 dB or minus 12 dB. That means if your gain needs adjusted, and maybe you sound a little too high and peaking too much, you can adjust that with that. Now, with this, it's literally a plug-and-play design. So you can plug it into whatever device you want and start using it with no problem. I kind of like that. That's amazing. Now, I've used it in, I think, about 30 plus videos so far, and a lot of you probably don't know that I'm using it in some of them videos, but I have been using it, and that's actually really cool. Literally, let's see, things got moved around, but it's at my desk at all times. So this is at my desk at all times to use this up. Now with this, the actual things are really cool because they are magnetically connected. You don't have to use the little clip to connect it up. You can magnetically connect it. Now I'm going to drop Phil off for a second. We're going to go over to a large screen. Large screen, let's see, right there. So this is your case, this is your microphones, there is your transmitter. So your transmitter is right there. Talking to me? I'm not sure. I don't know who is. So your transmitter is right there. Now I want to show you this because this has a couple different ways to connect this up. Your Android, USB-C connection. I apologize, everyone. I'm starting to cough. I live in an apartment, and for some reason I smell cigarette smoke, and it's driving me nuts right now. So you have the USB-C connection and the iOS connection, your iOS connection. To use that, you'll literally spin it, clip it on, just like that. You'll grab your phone, plug it in, and you're now transmitting. That's all it takes, and you're up and running. Now, to use this, it has a clip. You guys can clip it onto the shirt just like this if you want. Just clip it right onto that shirt just like that. Don't want to do it that way? Say, hey, thought about it. It's magnetic, so you can do a magnetic connection there. Now, this piece is your microphone. The microphone does have a noise reduction. They have their AI
as he's talking about the
Shield noise
Anchor
reduction
Work
system.
wireless
Now to
microphones.
add the windsock, you do have a 3.5mm plug there. That is where you'll actually do this. Make sure you grab the right little piece right here, and you'll stick it over and connect it, and you have a windsock.
Welcome, Phil Hill. Thanks for coming over.
Protect you. That's kind of cool. All right, I do apologize about that coughing fit. Had to step aside. I kind of enjoy that.
Congrats, BLH. I hope you love that robot vacuum mop. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be just, you're never going to have to clean your house again.
Oh, he got it right on. You will enjoy that. That thing looks very, very awesome. Now, I do apologize. I do have allergies to cigarette smoke, and I do smell it coming through my vents. Neighbors should be outside. It's a non-smoking building, but hey, happens. So now right here we're showing you in the video the controller, of course, up close. You can see some of the settings. You can see that it's picking up one microphone or two microphones. So you have that option. Now we're going to pop forward where we're doing, I believe I actually have, did I have a sound test in this? Maybe not. I might not have a sound test in this video. So I don't actually have a sound test in this video. I thought I did, but I don't. Now I'm going to tell you, this one is one of those ones, if you're a content creator, or like to do videography, or just like playing around with stuff like that, I recommend this fully, highly. Great product. And actually really good price. It's like 28% off today, so that's a phenomenal price. Yeah, that's BLH. You're going to like that. That thing looks really, really amazing. Phil knows Smart Home. Hello, how you doing? Hello. I cannot pronounce that name. Can you?
Digital David is in the house.
Oh, I see David.
What's up, buddy?
There's David. Hello. Yeah, you guys can talk to Phil. I'll just, sit over here and just... Oh.
I'm bringing the All-Stars into the stream.
Well, I just quit my day job. Hey David, how you doing? We're going to talk about the One Audio. One Audio? I like to call it One Audio, but it's One Audio. One Audio. These are very cool little headsets at a great price range. But like Phil said, he was showing you guys the X9. The X9 is a beautiful little RoboVac. We'll actually be coming back to that in a few minutes. We'll also be showing you guys a Robo Mower. That's right, a Robo Mower that you might be surprised about. Miss Danny. Hi, it's a long time since we've seen Miss Danny around here. Miss Danny's around. Let's do the One Audio A10s right here, Pro 10s. We don't need him talking. We really don't. Now, the Pro 10s. Let's talk about them, all right? The Pro 10s can be connected up one of two ways. Of course, 3.5 to 3.5 or 6.35 to 3.5. Now, the 3.5 to 3.5 does have a microphone built in for you. It does have 50mm neodymium drivers, so you can connect it up like that. Now, the good part about this is this is like almost a monitoring style headset. So you can plug it into your guitar, your DAC amps, your keyboards, your DJ mixing stations, whatever you want with that 6.35. That's kind of cool. Now, some other cool stuff is that this actually comes in like multiple colors and variations, from pink, purple, blacks, reds, and blues, to I believe like a rose gold or a rose pink coloration. Then there's a light pink, gonna say gray and dark blue if I can remember right. It's just one of those things though. Now with the microphone on the 3.5 to 3.5, the button does a couple things. First and foremost, it's going to allow you to play the music or pause the music. It's also going to allow you to answer the call and hang up that call. Just so you know. So it does have that on there with that. Now, sound quality with these, the Pro 10s, I'm going to tell you I'm going to rate these about 7.5 to an 8 for the price range. Now, I've actually tested some others out there on the market in the same price range that I would rate higher, but they also have some downfalls as well, so there's always that pick and choose. Now, what these give you different than the other ones is you have the multi-style of connectability. To be able to connect it up and adjust it to other things, that's actually kind of cool. I really do like that connectability, but if you're listening to, let's say, classical rock or even heavy metal, it's a well-rounded sound. Now, if you're using these to play video games, it's not, and I'm going to repeat, it's not going to give you that 7.1 surround sound for your first-person games. So do not, and I'm going to repeat, do not expect a lot from that. Now, I'm not going to say that you can't hear stuff, because definitely in Red Dead, I heard the footprints coming up behind me, but it wasn't like you were hearing it from every position that you needed it. It's just a well-rounded price range headset that is adjustable and usable to connect up to multiple pieces. Now, the microphone works actually quite well for what it is. It's quite surprising for that little microphone how clear it kind of is. But that microphone does come with pretty much all of their headsets. Just saying it. The Pro 10s. Great little piece. Now, I believe we also have... What else do we have in the carousel? The A71s, I think. Yes, the A71s. Now, I can't remember if I did the A71s or if this was a Nate video. But we're going to show you that. Jennifer, welcome back. Welcome back. For those of you that have not been around here, please give us a follow. It costs you nothing to follow us, but we pretty much stream almost every day. Now, I do have a guest down there in the corner, right down there. You guys can make fun of him like you do with Nate. That's all up to you.
Hello, everyone. Happy Prime Day.
Oh, it was a me video. And why me? Why me, huh? AC, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Here, today we're taking a look at the Fusion AC.
We don't need him talking. He talks too much around here. How you doing, Danny? I will get back to this product in a second. We're going to talk to people while the video plays and talks. All right. How is Danny doing? How is everybody else doing? You guys find any good... You know what? We're going to mute this. Anybody find any good deals that I might need? PC components, computer cases, graphics cards? Let me know. I might be on the market to rebuild a PC.
James is due. He's going to do a build.
I'm actually doing pretty good, Danny. I'm actually doing pretty good. Can't complain. Life's treating me well. I mean, I hope it's treating everybody well, honestly. I will tell you, though, that this weather in New England can go jump somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. I'm so tired of the rain. And I come from Oregon where it always rained. Alright, we'll go back to this video on the A71s. The A71s are a great over-the-ear headset. Now, these ones are actually really comfy. Now, they have a nice red banding coloration with the black earmuffs. It does come in 3 other colorways. There is a colorway that I really, really love, and that is the silver and brown coloration colorway. Of course, now I'm talking colorway like my shoes. Just ignore the shoe head in me. With this, of course, it's got the microphone, just like I said, on the 3.5 to 3.5 cable. Also offers the 3.5 to 6.35 cable as well. So that means you can connect it up to your mixing tables, your record players, your guitars, your DAC amps, and everything else in between. Now, with this one, of course, this one does have their high-res certified technology built in for this to produce a lot better bass than the last set I showed you. So these have even more of a clarity and more of a better sound for it. And that's the price range thing. So still, these ones are about 25% off today, so it's still a really great deal with that. Now, with that, we're going to talk about a few things. First and foremost, it comes with about a 10-foot cable. Yes, a 10-foot cable. So you have plenty of length to go with that. These headsets do swivel about 90 degrees, so you don't have to worry about stepping on them and breaking them or just sitting on them. I still don't suggest that, but you may have done it like I have with my really high-end headset. We're not going to talk about that. Now, these ones don't have the 50mm drivers. They have the 40mm drivers, but these 40mm drivers honestly outproduce the sound to the last pair. And that's kind of surprising because of the size difference, but still a great little piece right there. Now, transmission frequency is anywhere from 2402 megahertz all the way up to 2480 megahertz. Now, the max input power is about 1600 milliwatts. I believe 1600 milliwatts is like 1 watt, I think, if I remember correctly. So, not super loud, but it's loud enough. I could completely be wrong off that one. Why do I not know that? And I should know that. Now, these are 32 ohms impedance off of these. Frequency response are anywhere from 20 hertz to 40 kilohertz. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, they tell you 20 hertz. You're not going to tell 20 hertz off of these earbuds. or headsets. You might be able to in my car, but not on this.
From
That's
miles
a-
away.
That's a base frequency, all right? Just going there right now. Now, playing video games, these ones actually stand out compared to the last one while playing video games. It does pick up that first person shooters a lot better than the last ones. And that's kind of cool to be able to do that in a price range like these. Just a great little headset. And the coloration, of course. I love the colorations of these, but I really love the silver and brown. I wished I had the silver and brown on the set. I believe we got one audio headsets. We do. That's this pair right here.
James here said we're taking a look at the
It's this guy again, and look, he's got gray hair. Let's make fun of him. Now these are just the one audio hi-fi wired earphones. The one earphones right here, actually a nice little piece designed. With these, of course, one colorway, so you don't get multiple options. Sorry, doesn't happen. You still get the two cables, the 3.5 to 3.5, the 6.35 to 3.5. Now you also, in this one though, you get noise isolation for the dual jack connection. What does that mean for you? Well, that means you can actually plug in both wires and have both sides playing. What? Yes. You definitely can do that. And that means if you are connected up to your DJ booth, you can hold one side and hear it, hold the other side and hear something else. I mean, what? Yeah, you can actually do that, and I tested that, which kind of boggled me because usually you can't do that, but this one allowed it. Of course, the 3.5 to 3.5 still has that microphone built in and all those call functions, like I said before, for the last ones. Now, with this one, I believe this set is also 20% off. It's like $28 today. It's just a price point headset. With this one, still a very decent sound for it, but these ones actually are shaped a little different than the others, so they fit around your ears differently. Now, I will tell you, if you're an earring type of person and have earrings, this one might catch the earring slightly, but it's still not really bothersome. But still a great headset with that. Very decent sound. If I remember right, these are 50mm drivers, and they should be the neodymium drivers. Yes, they are. I had to look to make sure. Dude, I do so much product I sometimes forget what I'm talking about. That's unfortunate. I recently purchased a similar pair of headphones, but Strange Man smashed them into titanium. Wow. Well, I would say that's some really bad luck for that, but yeah. Oh, golf.
That's why I don't play golf.
Let's just say he had a bad par of the day, and he didn't make all 18 holes. I mean, what?
Try to see if it's a birdie.
Yeah. All right, hole in one. Great headset, great option for everyone if you're looking for something like that. Now, I'm going to ask Phil a simple question. Phil, this is a U product. Now, this U product I'm about to show, of course, you have an option. Mm-hmm. Do you want to show it live, or would you like to play videos? Yeah, Angry Man.
You want to do? We'll do it live. It's here.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do it live. I am going to warn Phil that when he moves away from the microphone, he may need to speak a little louder. I'm going to enlarge Phil here. You guys are going to see Phil over here live. We're going to move over. This, of course, is the Husqvarna auto mower that he did. So here he is.
This is the Husqvarna auto mower. Model number is 415X. This is a smart mower that can cut your lawn without anything else. Like, you don't need to interact. You don't need to go outside. You could just let this thing run. It is run by a border wire and a guide wire. The one thing I highly recommend if you do get one of these, you'd have to run the wires. It comes with all the wires. Comes with 1,312 feet of this guide wire, but you have to run around the border of your property. I highly recommend taking your time doing this, because once you do it,
I have a question though about guide wire. Before you go on, is that guide wire, does that need to be plugged into a system? Is it like a hot wire? Is it just a wire that's magnetic and it just picks it up?
I will get to that if you stand by. So yes, you recommended to run the guide wire all the way around your property and around any trees if you have to. You have to take from the border of your property, go straight line to the tree, do a circle around the tree, and come back out to the border line. You're going to staple them down with these little staples here. Just punch them into the ground. You can also bury the wire if you need to. I highly recommend calling 811, I think it is, for checking for lines underground. Have a professional do that. But the wire can sit on top of the ground, just under the grass line. This also comes with 6 extra carbon steel blades. And this is the mower itself. It has a panel that comes up here to get to the control panel. Has all your menu options in here. Whenever you open this, it's going to ask for a password for protection, so no one else can tamper with it. The charging bay also comes with this. This will go stapled, drilled into the ground. It comes with 5, 6 screws that screw right into the ground, and the wires will go in the back here. You can see you got your borders on the outside here, and then you have a guide wire connector in the middle here. So you're going to run your wires into this. You also have your power port here. It comes with an AC adapter that plugs into a standard 110 volt outlet. And it comes with a 33-foot low voltage wire that will go into here for charging.
Hey, Alyssa.
This cover closes down. So once you set it, the GPS will manage all the lawn to be cut. It'll keep track of where it's been, where it's going, and it'll go into a random pattern. It will shred the grass blades into very fine pieces, so it'll go back into the ground for a natural fertilizer. The mower has a smart app, so you can set a schedule whenever you want. If Monday through Friday, like any time of day, you could do this. It has headlights on it. You can see. You can run it at nighttime, and if you want to see where it's at, you can turn them on or off in case you don't want to disturb the neighbors. So as we look on the bottom here, we have the circular disc here that covers the spinning blades, the carbon steel, razor sharp blades, or 3 of them under here, and they spin freely. So in case they do bump something, they won't get damaged. They'll just get knocked into another direction and then come back around as they start spinning again. We have the free running directional wheels here. We have the 2 tractor wheels with good paddles on them to get through the grass and everything. And like I said, it's very easy to clean. You can just take a hose in case any of the grass gets attached to the bottom of it. You can just hose down the grass from the inside. And it takes about it's a 50-minute recharge. It has a 2 amp hour battery built into it. The cover also can come off in case any debris gets stuck underneath it to clean from underneath here. In case anything gets stuck under there, you can clean it out. Comes up with a little tool as well in case some extra debris gets stuck underneath it. You can scratch out some extra grass in case it gets plugged up in there. It is a weatherproof device. It will cut the grass in the rain if you want it to. It does have a weather monitoring feature, so it won't cut the grass while it's raining or snowing. There's also a frost feature. It will detect the temperature in the air, so it will wait for the grass to thaw in case it is frozen, so it doesn't try cutting the grass while it's frozen. It will wait an extra hour or so, depending on how you set it in the app. It does have a GPS monitoring system in it in case it is removed from its, it is called a geofence. You could set a geofence. The factory setting is about 50 meters. So if it leaves that area, it will send a signal to you, or it'll start making, I haven't tried that, so I think it might have an alarm system, might start beeping until the 4-digit PIN number is pressed into the keypad.
Yeah, it does. It does have a push notification system.
Right. Yeah. So it'll let you know, you can watch the battery. The app will tell you, how much battery's in it, whether it's cutting, it's going back to the home base to recharge. Like I said, it's very easy to manage. This thing will save you a lot of money if you don't want to pay for mower maintenance, because there's zero maintenance on this thing. Just maybe the blades will be replaced after a few seasons. The no emissions on this, just standard electricity to recharge the battery. It is whisper quiet. The way I describe it is like if you have a big bag of stale nachos, and crinkle the bag, that's pretty much as loud as it sounds while it's cutting the grass. Super quiet. Like I had this thing running. It was a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. I had no idea it was running. I forgot it was running. So I just looked outside, or my wife said, "Oh, the mower's out there doing its thing." I'm like, "Oh, okay, good." So I don't have to worry about disturbing the neighbors. It's not loud. But yeah, like I said, the critical part is if you want to hire someone to run the cable around the property, just make sure you do a really nice job at that, because you only have to do that once and it's all set to go. Comes with all the connectors you need to attach the wires to the charging station and to splice the wires together to set the guide wire at the other end of the property so it knows how far it goes out and comes back around. And it does a random cutting, so there's no lines or anything. It's all smooth cut. It does it every single day because it just takes little pieces of the grass and breaks it down. And like I said, it just shreds it, puts it back into the ground for a natural fertilizer. Yeah, I mean, it's really cost effective. If this thing could pay for itself in one season of paying for, if you pay for a lawn maintenance to come to your house and do your lawn and everything for you.
Now, I will mention a few things because I do know a little bit about this. There is a 40-degree slope that it can climb. It's not going to climb much more than that, so do be careful with that. Second, it is about an 8.5-inch to almost 9-inch cutting width with this device. It does weigh about 21 pounds. You're going to get about 680 square feet of actual cutting area, or a half acre of lawn off the device itself as well. Now, the one thing is this does work with 4G connectability, so you can actually control it from pretty much anywhere. That PIN number he's talking about is actually the GPS theft protection. What that means is if somebody picks up this robo lawnmower from your yard and takes it with them, it's going to send a signal to you and actually GPS control that, and it's going to show you where it's at, and so you can get it. That's actually kind of cool to have something like that. Now, like I said, about 40% or 40% or a 22 degree slope cutability. So 40% or 22 degrees cutability. It's actually a decent little slope to be able to do that. I don't know if you've ever walked a 22-degree slope, but that is actually a good slope. Now he's showing you guys right there the actual control panel. Now another thing is this can technically cut grass up to about 2 inches high. Now, once it takes its first path, then it's going to keep trimming it as it goes throughout the season, which is actually kind of cool. Now, I do recommend if you live in a really, really wet area, or an area like I live in where it's Arctic winter most of the year, put it up during those times so you don't wore out those batteries. Because there is a thing with the batteries, since it is a lithium ion style battery inside there, you don't want it to get way, way too cold. So great little device. Of course, it's about, I believe it's 20% off today. If I remember correctly, about 20% off. 20%. So it's about $1,600. It's actually, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's a nice piece.
Yeah, definitely pay for itself in like one season. Done.
Yeah. So you already answered. I was about to ask you about the splicing of the cables. Because I believe that guide wire is a single wire, or is it a dual wire?
It uses, all the same cable. Yeah, the whole spool of wire is used for the border of the property and also the guideline.
No, so I mean inside the sheeting. Inside the sheeting, is it a single or dual?
Yeah, one single.
Yeah,
just one single wire. Yep.
All right, that's what I was making sure. So you don't really have to, so like he says, do make sure if you're burying it to make sure that when you're digging, to make sure you're not going into other wires. But with that cable, you don't have to go that deep, so you should be able to do it yourself, honestly. Just make sure you're not cutting through your fiber optic internet lines, because those trunks are really expensive. I'm just saying. All right, just saying. You do not want to cut that trunk.
Yeah, you could get so many hours of your life back by letting this thing cut your lawn in the summertime. You can go back to your family events. Go to the parties you want to go to instead of saying, "Oh, I got to cut the grass." I'm like, you know what? This thing will maintain it all year round, and you just forget about it.
Trooper, thank you for the follow. Phil, Alyssa says hi.
Hello, Alyssa. Thank you for coming by. Hope you're having a good Prime Day.
Well, it leads us off to another again. We're going to show you the X9 again, since it is again in the carousel. But I'm going to let Phil do this again live. This is that little vacuum that we showed you, or the mopping vacuum. Of course. Yeah, that really is a game changer. I like that. That is actually really cool. That robo lawnmower is really awesome.
Definitely. Great device. So yes, back to the Eufy Clean X9 Pro. This was a 2023 CES Innovation Award honoree. This device is absolutely amazing when you want to clean your floors to the next level. This thing has sensors all around it. It's got the AIC camera in the front of it to detect toys or clothing or shoes on the ground. It'll go right around those things. It has the bump sensor, so in case it bumps into a wall, it will redirect itself and keep on going. As you can see on the top here, we got our home button, which is also the recharge button. There's a power button in the middle here. And we also have the spot cleaning or child lock feature in the bottom here. Next button there. As you open up the lid here, we have our dustbin collector. You can just pull that out and pull out the dust and dirt just by opening it up simply by pushing here. Open that up, dump it all out. You can drop it back in. Close that latch down and you're ready to keep going. The AI laser tracking system on the top here maps out your whole house within minutes to figure out where it needs to go, where the
Hey,
walls
Chucky.
are, where the doorways are. You'll be able to actually customize in the app the mapping of your house. You can label the rooms so you can choose what room you want it to go to. You can tell your smart devices, say, send the RoboVac to the living room, to the dining room, to the bedroom, and it'll know exactly where it needs to go because you can label it in the app and it'll go take care of that room for you.
I'm waiting for Phil to say
Look
my
on the
famous
bottom here.
lines. You know what I'm waiting to hear.
The famous lines. I'll get to that maybe. I don't know. The bottom here, it's got the cliff sensors all around it. It's got 6 cliff sensors so it doesn't go down any stairs or anything. We got the tractor drive wheels, one on each side here. We got the paddling vacuum suction paddle here that is tangle free. Comes with a little cover here to come off just in case something does get jammed in there. Simply take that out, clean out whatever's in there, put it back together. You're good to go. Really simple, very easy to do. Got your side brush here to take any other debris, guide it right into there. The swivel wheel here, just for directions. It'll go complete circle for you if it needs to for spot cleaning. You got your removable mopping pads here that can be washed, but they can be cleaned. They will be cleaned inside here because it has the cleaning station in here. Has the 2 water tanks. We have a clean water tank, and we have the dirty water tank right next to that. And there is a sensor inside the dirty water tank to let you know when it's full. Simply open that up, dump it into the sink to get rid of all the dirt. And the easy refill tank, there's a little port here on the top. You can just fill it up through the
Janet,
hole
thank you
there,
for the
or you
follow.
could open it the other way and also fill it that way. So depending on how you set the Eufy Clean X9 Pro in your smart app, you can choose whether to have it go back to the mopping cleaning station every 5, 10, or 15 minutes. So you know your mopping heads are nice and clean. It rinses it with clean water, and then takes the dirty water, again, puts it into the dirty tank, freshens them up, gets them ready to go again. Only takes a couple minutes in between flushes. And like I said, after a while, if you do want to, you can simply peel these off, throw them into the washing machine, or I think they're also dishwasher safe. You can throw them into the dishwasher if you want to throw them in there to keep them nice and clean. But this device will also dry these there's a drying mode. After you're done doing a full session, you can stick this into the machine. It'll go into the docking station. It will wash it and then do a 3-hour hot dry. It'll bring up the temperature to 104 degrees, so you don't grow any mold on this or anything. Like I said, I've used this quite a few times already, and they still look brand new. They don't smell or anything. And what else? Yeah, and then also you can take out the bottom tray here. That should be done every once in a while, because there will be some debris that may collect in here.
It is Chucky. It is.
Yeah, you can clear this out with a towel or something. Keep the contacts clean, just so it knows, all the connectors are good to go. And then this slides in, push the connectors back to lock it in. And yeah, when it does go back into its bay, the charging tabs are right there. So when it locks in, it's recharging, and it announces everything that it's doing at any given moment. The app will also tell you what it's doing at any time. This thing will cover 5 different floors, 5 different floor patterns. If you have, multiple floors in a house, or if you want to use it in another house as well too. And yeah, so I mean, this is a really smart device. It'll take your cleaning to another level. It's all in one. Oh, I forgot to mention, since it does have mopping and it does have carpet cleaning, whenever it does detect a carpet, there is a carpet sensor here. It will lift the mop pads up, so it will not get the carpets wet. And then when it detects a floor again, it pushes down the mop pads with 1 kilogram of force, so you know it's really scrubbing really good into the floor in case you have any crusty spots or anything that's really baked into the floors. It'll scrub it out. And the way the mop pads, they are intertwined right here, that you don't miss a single square inch. It'll actually run its path, and it'll go over the same half of the same path, so it'll more or less scrub out every spot twice because the way it does its AI tracking through the floors.
So you got a really cool vacuum and a really cool actual options. Now, some of the things like he was trying to say is inside that app, you have some adjustments. First and foremost, you can actually choose night setting, day setting, or whatever you want. You also have an option to set up times it can vacuum and mop, which means if you want it to vacuum while you're not home, you have that option. Now, the one sentence I was waiting for him to hear is no-go zones. I love that one, no-go zones, because you can actually, since it maps out your house so well, you can actually go into that map and make a section where you don't want it to go. And that's really cool. Let's say you've got a pet that you don't want to bother, or you have maybe a child laying in the living room playing. You can set that up there so it doesn't go into that zone or that area. Now, also inside the app, that will send you notifications of water level if it's low, if it needs it. You can also change it so you can do like changing times or charging times. You can pick the time you want it to charge and clean. The AI mapping 3.0 technology is actually really cool because it can actually detect really small objects, which is kind of cool. It can detect like a sock on the floor. Some of them don't detect socks because it's actually a pretty small object if it's laying flat. This one can do that with this system. Now, also it's 5500 PA strong suction, so it's actually really, really well done with that turbine in there.
Just have to show my favorite thing. Always, when there's a software update, the app will tell you it's ready for a software update. That's my favorite. I love keeping the software up to date. Keeps everything smart.
So great little mopping vacuum right there for everyone. If you're looking for something like that, definitely say take a look. Now we're gonna shrink Phil down over here. We're gonna put him back in the corner. We always put baby in the corner. That's where we're putting him. Now we're gonna move over to a product I actually just recently did. Actually, we're going to show two of these now. Two different options. They're both 1080p's. They're both 15.6-inch portable monitors. Now, they're both from KYY. Now, the first and foremost up is the KYY 1080p 15.6-inch Full HD portable monitor. James here, and today we're taking a look at this very cool box with the artwork on it. No, we're not looking at artwork. We're actually looking at what's inside this box. This is the KYY portable monitor. It's a 15.6-inch portable monitor, 1080p Full HD, USB-C style of connection. Now, with this, it is an IPS HDR display, so you do have that. It does have speakers and a very... All right, we're going to drop the sound off. We don't really need the sound. Now, this one's about 20% off today. It's comes in around, I believe, $79 in price range for everyone. Now, with this full 1080p, it is a full IPS style. Now, this one actually has a very cool smart cover with this, and you're going to see that kind of coming up, the smart cover, because it is also a stand. Now, this does have dual speakers, does come with a USB-C to USB-C cable, also comes with a mini HDMI to HDMI cable. Now, it also has a separate USB-C port, that's going to be your power plug with this. Now, since this is that style connectability, you can actually plug it into, let's say, your PC and power it that way, or your laptops or anything else. It will power it. It's that much power. That's all it takes. Now, with this device, you're seeing right there is the actual little piece that shows you how to fold up the stand. So you can actually do that stand with that. Yes, all those cables come included. You do not have to go out and purchase cables. It has them all in there. You're perfectly set with this. So it does come with the USB-C to USB-C and the mini HDMI to HDMI. You're perfectly set with that. Now, this one is actually 300 nits brightness on hand. So you do have the 300 nits brightness. You know what? Actually, I just noticed something. I'm going to go there. We're going to go here and we're going to talk about it. The carousel is actually on the wrong monitor, and I can tell that by the actual cover. Now, since all of that's still there, we don't have to worry about it. It's just the cover that's pretty much changed. So with this, that cover is actually magnet, foldable, and adjustable. Now, with this, of course, you are 300 nits brightness. So you do have that 300 nits brightness. It is still super bright on hand. Full 1080p and connectability with that. So we are going to correct and stand some. Now, this is full HDR. It is 15.6 inch at 16.9 aspect ratio. Now, technically, there is also another $10 clippable coupon on this one. If you want to drop it down, it actually drops down. So I gave you the wrong price. We had the wrong video and the wrong selection. We're going to show you guys connected up to I believe the Xbox. So that's what you're going to see right here. Is it playing on the Xbox? I can't remember what game. Yeah. So yeah, both of these monitors do come with all the cables included that you need. So you don't have to worry about that. I just, we happen to have the wrong ones in the wrong position today. They both have speakers, so don't worry about that either. They've, full color gambits. They're well done, honestly. They're great portabilities. I like these. Oh, look at that. Look, I'm playing some very cool games right there. I love that game. Alright, since I messed that up, we're going to pop over now. We're going to move back to the other one. Alright, we're going to grab the video for the opposite. We're going to do this. We're going to grab the other KYY because this actually has a really cool stand with this one. Let's see if it's the right video.
Here we have is the KYY.
And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the right video for this one as well. Hey, Phil, why don't you take over and talk to these people while I go grab it. I'm going to grab this live.
How we all doing on this Prime Day? Anyone getting those good deals today? Tell me what you're getting today. That is a good price on that portable monitor, though. $79. That's really awesome. You could put those in your tech bag if you have a laptop and you need a second screen. You could attach it to a laptop if you travel or do remote work. I do recommend those. I think I need to pick myself up one of those.
Oh, look, I'm back. Took me that long to grab this. Yeah, we're going to correct this, all right?
Nice.
I do apologize. I'm going to enlarge myself. We're going to shrink. Let's see if I can do this on screen. We're going to shrink that. Going to move me over to here. There I am. All right, we're going to show this live. 300 nits brightness, but it's actually the case that I really want to show you about this product. And that's because this case is kind of cool. Let's see if I can make room for stuff. It does come all this, of course. And then here is your little pamphlet. This little pamphlet is going to show you how to fold it and use the case. So the case is what's kind of cool. Because the case is not just a random case. Now it does come with all the cables, and I will show you that right here. So you have the HDMI to mini HDMI included. Of course, has the USB-C to USB-C. This means you can connect it up to your laptops, your MacBooks, even your phones, and mirror it with that. Now, if you want to mirror your iOS devices, you'll have to have your own cable. I'm just telling you that now. Neighbors. There's your charging cable. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Allergies, man. They're not fun. So it does come with the power cable that you will need. Now, where did I sit down? So here is the case that I really wanted to show you because this one's different than the other ones. As you guys see, this case, of course, it's just like that. It's the case. But not only is it a case, if you notice, it's magnetic, and once you pop it open, it slides out. So there's your portable monitor right inside that case. Now, the other cases are just like a flap style. I don't know if you understand what a flap style is. It's literally just a case that flaps over. This is a full encapsulated case. Now, you will actually fold this up into different directions to make it a stand. So that means you have the magnetic connection to make it a stand and adjust it to stand up however you want. That's the cool part about this one. So 300 nits brightness is really, really great because it's actually very bright for a little portable monitor at this size. But the case is not just that. It's not just a flat closed case. It encapsulates the actual projector all the way in. Now, of course, you have all the connections and all the buttons on one side. So you do have two USB-C connections. Both of those connections are an in and out with this. No, this does not have a built-in battery. This does have to be powered by the actual USB-C to USB cable. Or you could use a USB-C to USB-C. You could technically power this off, let's say, a power bank or a Jackery power station like I have back here. Any of these power stations will run this device. Now, technically, you know what? We have them back there. Grab one. See? Hold on. Like that. So we're powered on. It's going to go into a mode right there, power save mode, because I have nothing plugged into this. If I pop over here, let's grab another cable. I have other cables. That is not USB-C to C. Do I have a C to C cable in here? Two. I do. I have a USB-C to C cable. Let's try and do this without looking at the device. How about that? That ain't gonna happen, right? I have to look at it. I was gonna try and not look, but we have to look. I was a fool. Fools are not perfect. Let's grab a phone. And guess what?
Welcome, Roll Rich. Thanks for following.
We're gonna swap this around. Need that cable to this cable. Need that cable to this cable. I'm gonna turn my phone on. Come on. So my phone is actually acting weird, so it's not. Oh, we have an Amber Alert. My bad.
Cecilia, yes, that monitor can be set as a vertical
All right.
monitor.
Unfortunately, I can't show you that like I wanted to. I have an Amber Alert going off on my phone. So with that, but yes, it can be set as vertical or horizontal or portrait or what's the other thing called? Yeah, portrait
Landscape.
or landscape. So yeah, it can be either direction. Yes, you can do that. I wanted to show it to you live, but unfortunately that can't happen because my phone keeps popping up the Amber Alert. So we would have did that if I could have. But it's a great little monitor. This is actually a really, really great piece. 1080p, very portable. I mean, look how light this is. This is paper light. Of course, now I have a whole bunch of cables just laying around on hand. And then when you're done with it, of course, you have the case. You'll literally slide this and put this back in here, just like that. And then flap it closed. I like that. I like that case, honestly. That case is really cool the way that one works. So, if you have any questions, please ask. I will try and answer. I know that wasn't the best little demo. I was expecting more, but hey, we have to roll with the punches sometimes. Stuff out of the way. I think that was both KYYs. I believe we have Reolink next. If I remember correctly. Let me check. Yeah, Reolink. So we have some Reolink products. First is the Reolink 4K wired version. I'm going to shrink my picture down. We're gonna throw me back up in the corner for right now. Oh, yep. We're gonna open up screen capture. We're gonna do this. We're gonna grab this.
James here, and today we're
That
taking
guy.
a look at this very cool security camera from Reolink. This is their 4K
That's a long
Wi-Fi
video.
outdoor camera. It does have dual lenses, and that's kind of cool inside this piece.
Kinda,
Now, like I
buddy,
said,
kinda.
dual 4K camera. Now, this is a wired version, and I'll talk about that in a second, about the wired side of this. Now, it's not just wired, it's also Wi-Fi connectability.
Yeah, let's do that. This is a Wi-Fi connectability. What does that mean? Well, that means this wirelessly connects up to an app, but does have to be wired to a power source. That's what I mean by that. Now, this also has what's connectability of a micro SD card, so you can put a micro SD card in there. Does come with all the pieces that you need to mount the device into wherever you're going to mount it. Does have the RJ45 connectability or your Ethernet cable. That cable's kind of important in some ways. If you want it to be a wired version, definitely connect that up. That's going to give you a lot better of a data pass-through. If you are trying to understand what a data pass-through is, let's kind of, maybe Phil can explain this as well as I can. Your data pass-through on cameras are one of two ways. You are limited with the data pass-through sometimes with the wireless style. So when you go to a wired version, you can actually get more data faster and cleaner. So with that data being passed through, that means that picture quality, of course, is, again, better quality because it moves faster. Sometimes you'll be in, like, let's say, a random store. And I'm not going to mention the store's name because my wife's probably watching. But their camera systems aren't the best. It's really grainy. Well, that is because their internet service is not the best and not capable to hold all of those camera systems. Well, with this gives you both of those options to be wired or wireless, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, also on this camera, it has dual lenses. Now, those dual lenses are actually kind of cool because one, of course, is for close up. And it will automatically detect a person and close up on them. Now, then you have that wide angle view as well. You then have LED lighting, and then you have your night vision sensors on top of that. Now, right there on the back, of course, you see the mounting bracket is already clipped in, and you can pick and choose. Now, this is what's called a pan, tilt, and zoom style. What is pan, tilt, and zoom? Pan means it can actually pan in one direction, tilt in another direction, and zoom in on the item that it's looking at. It does come with all the cabling you need. This one works with an app, so you're good there as well. Don't worry about it. You don't have to have a whole system or a system in the house. You just run the app and you're good to go with that. So you're good there as well. Now with this, it has two-way audio. So you can talk and listen in. That means if Phil tries to walk on my property without me knowing, I can yell at him. Or I can just say, hey, the keys are somewhere, and then he can grab whatever he's trying to grab. If that's what you really want to do. Now, it does have a reset button on the back. You do have that reset button, so you can put that in there and reset it to factory settings. Some other things, of course, there's your speaker for the two-way audio. Now, I believe we jumped forward where we're actually using this. There we go. You see, I screwed it up to my wall. I've yet to see if my wife has noticed that I put that up there. Of course, you'll see my other camera system above it. Oh, look at that. That's all. Yeah. I live in an apartment building, man. Look what I do. What the heck is up with this picture? What? Look, there we go. I realized what I was doing, and I just started recording from the phone instead. Now, there's your pan, tilt, and zoom. You are able to adjust it. You can calibrate it yourself if you want to calibrate it. You can do monitor points. You can do settings where it only activates when you're gone from the house. That means the moment you leave the house, it activates the camera and you're good to go. You can do push notifications. And all of the other stuff that you would expect from this. Of course, you can do 2.4 and 5G, I think, if I remember right. But it has it all. That's a great option for everyone right there. Of course, 8 megapixel cameras, dual zones, dual pictures, beautifully well done. Now, I believe Bossman has me doing unboxing, so I'm going to enlarge myself yet again. We're just going to, you know what, we're going to stay up here in the corner. Dive down, over here. We're going to go really big. Just like that. So now, of course, it's not one to set up properly. There we go. So the next product in the carousel is another Reolink system. This is the Reolink 12 megapixel wired security camera system. Now, this is actually technically, they call it a 4-piece system. I'm going to tell you it's a 5-piece system. What do I mean by that? It has 4 cameras and the control system. Now, inside of this, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but first and foremost, I believe this is like $489 today. So you do have that. Now, of course, he has me unboxing this, and this is how it comes. So this is the kit. Now, of course, there's that little sticker there that I'm going to block, but here's your kit from Reolink. It's just a plain brown box. You're going to pop this open, and you're going to be greeted with several more boxes. What? Yeah. That's just the way it rolls. Look at that. You guys want boxes inside of boxes? It's always unboxing around here. Now, with this, of course, you have the system. And I just had a box fall on me. All right, here we go. So inside, you're going to be greeted with a whole bunch of unwrapped products. Inside these unwrapped products, of course, are going to be all of your mounting hardware. This is all your screws and plugs to mount this to anything and everything, from your sheetrock to wood to trees, wherever you really want to put it. Now, you also have some more mounting hardware. This is actually your waterproof system. What that means is these are gasket tight, so it can waterproof around your connections of the cables. Well, these are your RJ45 or Ethernet cables. Now, if you notice that is a long cable. There's a reason for that, and that's because they need to make sure that you are connected at long distances. Now, they have several of these in the kit. And there's actually 4 of those in the kit. If you need, you have a user manual. Of course, you might need a user manual. I'm going to only grab out 1 camera, but there are 4 of these cameras, so we're just going to grab 1 on hand and show you. So this is the way the camera comes. You're going to pop it open. You're going to rip off all of the styrofoam and throw it aside, and you are greeted with the Reolink camera. It has their logo on the side. Has this nice front view. Does have the night vision and LED lighting. On the back is a full metal design. This full metal design means you can mount this through the 3 screw holes. Of course, you also have the adjustability to open this up and loosen it. Once you loosen it, you can pick and choose where you put it, tighten it back up, and set it up. Now, you also have this adjustable neck that will let you angle that camera the way you want it with that. Now, back here is all of your connections. Now, these connections are actually quite important because first and foremost, this little screw right here, you unscrew this, that is where you're going to plug that Ethernet connection into. And that's why they give you the long data cables. So it comes with this. Now, I'm going to tell you, this isn't long enough. Make your own. Okay? Just that simple. Make your own. It's a data cable. Just make sure you know which one it is. Make sure if it's, like an RJ45, Cat 6, Cat 7, Cat 8, whatever it is, make sure you have that. Now, you do have a couple other connections with this. We're going to pop this one off. This is going to be like your power plug to power it up. It's also going to be your other connectors. And they are corked and blocked. Make sure they're on that. Now, you also have, of course, your reset button. This reset button is going to allow you to reset the whole system for this camera. So that is the cameras. There's 4 of these with that on hand. Now, each one of these are actually 12 megapixels. So you do have a good amount of megapixels right there to do that with the system. Now, let's talk about a few things, of course. These are what's called PoE, Power over Internet. All right? PoE. I like to call them another thing, but we're not going to go there. They are UHD, ultra high depth. So you have it. With this, they do spotlight. They also do color night. What does spotlight and color night mean? Color night vision means you see it as the same as it was during the day. So you would see me just like this, but at a lower light setting. You hit that night vision and you hit that spotlight, then you see it like it's the day with that. So you do have that option. Now, also, you have the app control. So if you hook up the app, you can control this whole system from the app as well. And I'm going to throw some stuff aside because we have one more piece to this kit. And that is this piece right here. And this actually has a 2 terabyte HDD or hard drive built in. So you do have that. Now, this is actually the control of the whole system. Here is, of course, your HDMI cable. This HDMI cable, if I pop it open and show you guys, it's just a standard HDMI cable. This HDMI cable is going to allow you to connect it up to your TVs and or your monitors to actually view the system. Now, we're going to pop that over, and we're going to grab Liquid Fluid. And there's more stuff in the box, but I have no idea. We don't need that. We just need this. So this is your controller. This is like what you would see in the back of the security office at your stores and other systems. So on the back, here's how many cameras you can connect up. You can connect up 8 cameras to the system. So you have 8 of those connecting ports right there. Now this optional port right here is actually the RJ45 to give you the power to the system from your modem. So that's where you're going to connect up to your modem right there. Now you have a VGA connection as well right there. You also have your HDMI connection. You also have a USB port. Now that USB port is going to allow you to connect up a mouse and keyboard so you can actually run it off of that as well. Now with this you have your power button. You also have, I believe this is an audio out. So if you want to do an audio out to, let's say, speaker system, you have that option. Now you also have, I believe it's an eSATA, so an eSATA connection as well with that. Now this is built-in fan cooling, so it will actually stay cool. On the front you have another USB port. This is going to allow for like another mouse or keyboard if you want with that connection as well. Now you have your power buttons. You also have your play, pause, record, and menu buttons with this. Now this does have a user interface. So this is actually a cool system. It is built in, has a 2 terabyte hard drive system for you. Now with the 8 channel NVR, you have all 8 channels you can use, but it comes with 4 preset channels. What do I mean by that? That's your 4 cameras. So cool system. There's some more in the box, but of course the inside that box is going to be your RJ45 cable and your power cable to actually run this device. So nice, really, really nice piece. If you want a wired security system, this is the Reolink system for a wired version. Now, remember with the wired version, you lose power, you lose cameras. Just throwing it out there. You know anything about these systems, Phil?
I'm not that familiar with that type, no.
You don't run any of these at work, sir?
I don't manage those, actually. That's out of my pay grade.
Really? Look here, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
No,
same.
we got the PoE cameras. Yeah.
Yeah. I figured. I was just messing with you. I kind of figured it was different.
Yep, a little bit.
PoEs
work
are
great.
actually pretty cool. I love PoE cameras. PoE cameras have their place. They really do have their places. Now, I use a full wireless system in my house from, of course, Eufy, but this is a great option. This is a very, very phenomenal option. It gives you a little bit higher transfer rate and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, hey, Crew Elite. Hey, Rising Sun. How are you doing? For the new people popping in and chatting with us, make sure to give us a follow. I'm going to
Happy Prime Day,
attempt
everybody.
to grab the next product. This one I don't know anything about. What? He doesn't know anything about this? That's not true. I know stuff. I know this is an 8 megapixel 4K camera. This is, of course, another PoE, which is power over internet. Inside this box, you're going to be greeted with some stuff, but this does work with the app, of course, as well. Now, this is what's called a dome surveillance style IP camera. That is a 2.8 millimeter style. Now, this has a 94-degree field of view. See, I lied. I knew all about this. Oh, with that. Now, this does do about 25 frames per second, of course, if you need. Now, this has a couple different things, but we're going to pop this open, kind of show it to you first. Now, with this system, you have stickers. So you can put these stickers pretty much anywhere and say, hey, look here, buddy. I'm protected by the camera. Now, it does come, of course, with the mounting hardware right here, your screws and the pilot holes. Now, I do say pre-drill. Unless you're going into wood, then just screw it all the way. It does come with a very, very short RJ45. And I mean by short, this is probably maybe a 2-foot cable. I'm going to tell you, if you're using this cable, get a longer one. No one's going to use this short of a cable. All right? Just going out there and
Jordy's
saying
go in the
right now.
network closets. Keep it nice and neat.
What? Have you not met networking people? We don't do that.
No, I know. I got to tell everyone how to do it.
All right. Now, of course, with that, you have the waterproof casing to go over the wiring. But then you are greeted with, of course, the bracketry. Now, this is how you connect this up. This piece is going to go to the wall first. This is where you'll connect that to the wall, and then you'll grab the actual dome piece and slide it over. And the dome piece, of course, if I try to do this without losing everything around here, I'm going to have a mess in here later, all right? So here's your dome camera. Now, this is what you'll actually mount, and then you'll come over here and grab this. You slide it, pop it in, and you're connected and you're up and going. Now, just like the last camera, has all of those enclosed capsules of the RJ45, your power, and your reset. Now, there is a QR code with this device. Now, this system does need to be connected up because there is no power cable with this. So you do need to connect it up through the RJ45. That RJ45 is what's going to power this device. That's all the power it takes to actually power this. Now, they do give you the option, of course, if you have the DC plug for this, you can power it with the DC plug. Now, with this, of course, pan, tilt, and zoom, it does move and adjust and swivel around. If you guys can see me move this right here, just move it around, adjust, pan, and tilt with that. So it does do that. Now, it also shows you what side needs to be up and what side doesn't need to be up with this. Now, of course, with that, you do have the app. The app will allow you to control a whole bunch of other stuff, but it does need to be connected up to a system like I just showed you. So this gives you the extra option to go from the 4 cameras to a 5th camera. Now, this is a kind of a very cool piece right here because this does do the security, but it also does human and vehicle and pet detection. So it'll allow for that. It'll also allow, I believe, 3 times zoom for that. It does 4K resolution, so you're good there as well. 4K resolution is where it's at. Honestly, you want that resolution for this. Now, with the 94-degree field of view, the F8 sensor built in. Is there anything else I'm missing, of course, with that? You know what? I can't remember, but I think it does. I totally forgot about this. I almost slipped up and forgot to tell you. This supports an SD card. So you can put a 256 gigabyte SD card in here to control that way. That's kind of cool. I like that. So you can actually put an SD card in here and keep hard files. Now, of course, you put it on the NVR and you can have 24/7 recording with that 2 terabyte. But great little kits. This one's about 30% off. I believe it's almost $69 today, if I remember correctly. So that's a great deal. Now, of course, this is where all the fun's going to be. Feeding cables through holes. Of course, I'm doing it one-handed, so you guys have it. Really great products. If you need some security, definitely check it out. Take a look. Have some fun. And all of that other stuff. I bought the Arlo, but have not opened it. Thinking about Oreo. Real Link's really good. It's actually a very phenomenal kit. You know, I've tested a couple of their products out. I have yet to get to these, and that's because I've been rather quite busy. But great products on hand. Any questions? Any at all? No, Phil. I don't have no cookies for you.
You're all out.
No, I'm definitely not out. They're sitting next
Just
to
not
me.
for me.
They are definitely sitting right next to me. I'm
You're
thinking
just
about
not
eating a
sharing
few.
today.
I'll share it. You're just not hearing. Let's see if I can get this right. I'm trying to get this set up again. I messed
I'm already
everything
eating.
up. I moved everything.
Just hand me the cookie. Just put it in my hand.
We have to talk to Boss Man because Boss Man forgot to give me a link to a video. He didn't give me the dope. Boss Man messed up. Oh boy. I'll try and find it for everyone. While we're doing that, you know what? We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna let you guys all see the Robo lawnmower. If I can get my carousel to work. It's gonna be one of these days, right? My phone died. We're going
Friday
back to the Husqvarna.
is
I'm
the
gonna
day.
enlarge Phil. While Phil does this, I'm gonna figure out where that link is to the video. Alright, do you think?
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Just wanted to show you this amazing RoboVac. Oh, RoboVac. Switching items here. We got the auto mower here, the 415X by Husqvarna. This is an amazing device. This will cut your grass for you any time of day, all the time. You don't have to go outside and worry about the weather anymore to see if you have to cut the grass. It does have weather conditions that it'll track, so it'll know not to cut the grass if it's wet. It will manage the height of the grass with the app. You can set the height from 2 inches all the way up to 10 inches, I believe, is the sets. And you can set a schedule anytime you want. It has headlights on it so you can see where it is in case it's a nighttime, just so you know what it's doing. The app is very helpful. Tell you how much battery power is left in it, and it will go in. Let's see. Show you the bottom of it here. We have the 8-inch wheel with the 3 discs underneath here to cut the grass. The 3 carbon steel blades are under here. The tractor wheels and the steering wheels here. It is controlled by a wire that you can lay around your property, and it will be controlled via the perimeter and also a guide wire. Comes with plenty of wire here to go around your property. 1,300 feet of it. Comes with extra blades, and the wire can be stapled down with these stakes. This thing is whisper quiet. It only sounds like a little bag of chips crunching when it's cutting through the grass. It's very quiet, low emissions. There's no gasoline involved with it. There's no oil. There's no fuel. There's none of that stuff. It just uses electricity. The tractor wheels are very good to walk right through the grass. It has a 40 degree. What was the 40? I'm sorry. This one will cover up to 4/10 of an acre. They have other models that can cover more property as well. It'll run for about 50 minutes before it decides to come back to its charging base to recharge and finish the job. You can go on vacation whenever you want and not worry about your lawn getting all kinds of overgrowth. You can, be at work, have it cut in the grass. When you get home, you see it's nice and clean. It shreds the grass clippings very fine and puts it back into the ground for a natural fertilizer, which is very convenient. Keeps the grass nice and clean and cut, very professional look. This will definitely be a good replacement if you pay for any lawn maintenance. It'll pay for itself within like one season because it is very, cost effective. The panel here, there's a security panel that has a PIN code that you can store inside of it for password protection, and you can change all the menu settings in here as well. Program it to control your phone. There's a GPS antenna inside of it to track where it has gone, so it will measure wherever it keeps track of where it has gone on your lawn to make sure it covers everywhere, and it keeps the grass very
Hey,
nice
Vicky.
and short, very nice and neat.
Hey,
Also has-
Phil, there's saying your mic's a little too far away for the sound.
Okay, I'll bring it in here. A little better. And also comes with this charging bay here. You can put this into the ground. It comes with screws to put the bay into the ground, drill it right into the grass. It stays put. And on the back of the charging panel, where you can set the guide wires and the border wires, and also the charging cable. Comes with a 30-foot low voltage wire that will plug into the standard house outlet. That'll always keep it powered. And once you set this, it'll know where it's supposed to go to find the charging bay again, to come back and recharge itself. I think, as I mentioned, it takes about 50 minutes to do a recharge. It's very quiet, whisper quiet. You could run this thing any time of the day. It was running actually the other morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning. We were still sleeping, and we didn't even know it was running. But it was doing a great job cutting the grass, shredding it, and keeping it very nice and neat and very well maintained, keeping it very professional looking, almost like a golf course. Like I said, you can manage how thick you want the grass to be. You can bring it down every few inches. It'll manage itself. It has a geofence feature where if it leaves a certain range, outside of a 50-meter range, the alarm will go off, and the alarm will not turn off until you punch in the 4-digit PIN code for security, so you don't have to worry about it being stolen. It can be retrieved if it does. And yeah, it's really, really very cost-effective device. Like I said, it's really quiet. You can run it anytime you want. You don't have to worry about loud noises. You run it at nighttime if you want to sleep and get the grass cut at the same time. If you want to go on vacation and let it do its thing, you can set the schedule in the app. You can monitor the software. It'll automatically update itself over the air firmware updates. And like I said, set your schedule when you want it to cut. If you want it to cut a certain time of day, or just constantly maintain your lawn. Yeah, it's a really great device. I actually love this thing, and I highly recommend this for, taking your lawn maintenance to the next level and not have to worry about maintaining any other equipment.
So that is a very cool little thing. Now Phil's still in video, and I'm going to have him do a couple things while I actually talk about this little product, because it does do some things that you probably didn't realize, like the 20-degree slope. Now that 20-degree slope is actually a very good slope of actual slopeability of rolling with that. That means it can actually do a nice little climb of a hill. Now, of course, it's not going to do a 50-degree slope. It's not going to do that. It's not a 4x car. Now, of course, it'll do about a 2-inch grass cut on that. So if you need that, it'll do a 2-inch cut of your grass. And that's actually really cool. But once it's got that cut, you don't have to worry about it as well. Now, with this, it has the anti-theft system, the GPS system, and a control on the front that he was kind of showing you guys that control. The GPS theft protection means if somebody comes and takes this from your yard, they cannot use it because it has a PIN code. Now, not only does it do that, it's got GPS. It's going to send you a notification that it left your yard. That's really cool. Now, it is also controlled from 4G LTE, so that means you can run it from your phone and pretty much anything in between with that. It's a great little small RoboVac. It actually a very phenomenal price. It's like 29% off today. That brings it out to like $1,400, or about $1,424 if I remember correctly. So you actually have that usage and options right there to do that, and you can run around cutting grass. It's a great little piece. Honestly, very, very phenomenal little piece right there. Now, with that being said, we're actually going to pop scenes. We're going to be moving over to, I believe, the Dovo laser level device over here. Now, I'm going to try and get this in an opposite scene. Let's see if I can grab this and do this screen capture. There we go. So this is how we're going to have to actually do this little video right here. And of course, it just moved. Why did it move? I'm not sure where my video moved. Look at that. My video moved. Let's pull this back up. James here, and today we're taking a look at the Duvo. Now, this is the Duvo right there, right? So we're showing you the Duvo laser leveler. Now, this is the 4x 360-degree laser level. This is a 360-degree self-leveling laser level. It does come with this very cool hard case. Now, what I'm going to try and do is enlarge this to full screen for everyone. Of course, full screen's not going to give you the full view of the actual device, and that's what I really wanted to show you. Just one of those things. I don't have the proper link for this today. So with that, of course, you have this piece. Now with that, you have all the pieces in this kit you want, including 2 batteries. You get the charging cable, the charging brick. You get the target device. The target device is what you're going to put on the wall to target and help with the lasers itself. Comes with the user manual. Also comes with this little, that's your actual target right there. Of course, it's bright green to pick up that laser level. Now, with this, it does come with a couple different mounts. First and foremost, it comes with, like I like to call it, a scissor mount. That scissor mount will pop up and adjust and move up and down for you just by a little squeeze of a button to give you a little lift. Now, of course, in here, this actually has a 5% clippable coupon on top of the deal for today if you're looking for that. So there is that as well. Now, with the actual mount, you have a couple different adjustabilities, and this is actually the mount itself. First and foremost, you can just use it as it is, connect it to, let's say, a 2x4 or anything in between. So you can connect that up. Of course, you see me dropping pieces down there. Hey, welcome back, Barry. Yeah, he's a first timer. He'll be back tomorrow as well, though. He'll definitely be back. You'll see him again in a few.
Next time.
Oh, you're still on here. I just had to pop over scenes.
To the laser.
Yeah,
On the
we're gonna
bottom,
let
you'll
this guy
connect it
talk.
to a big tripod, or you can connect it up to, like a wall mount if you need. With that, you are then greeted with this very cool laser level that does 16 beams, 360 degrees all the way around. You have side lasers, top lasers, and a bottom laser plane. You also have a magnetic connect. That connect is what's going to actually turn or lock this lasers on or off. To put a battery in, you will literally have to pop this little base over here, just like this. The base will come open, and that's where you'll slide your battery in. And that is one of these lithium-ion batteries, 7.4 volt, 2600 milliamp battery. That battery is going to give you a good amount of battery life, anywhere from up to multiple hours usage with that. Pop it in, connect it up, and you're good to go. On the side is your charging base. If you want to charge it just on this, you can charge it while it's in here. You're totally accessible to do that, and that's why they have the USB to USB-C cable for this. To turn it on, you will literally slide this switch, and once it's on, you'll start seeing beams everywhere. If I start hitting buttons, of course, it starts beeping, but we can actually turn that beep on if we want, or off with that. And you have multi-beams sections with that, of course, bouncing around. We're going to switch it off because there's another piece that we need to show you. That's right. First and foremost, of course, it does come with a charging brick. The charging brick's just a standard wall plug, guys, that you plug your USB port into. But that's not all, guys. It comes with this very cool remote control.
Now, it does come with the remote control. The remote control is going to allow you to do the horizontal and vertical beams. So once you turn it on, you can press it, and it will pop up all of those beams. Now, you will have cross points throughout. Now, this works with, I believe the best working is up to about 168 feet or so with that. So it's going to throw a beam out there quite far. Now, I do suggest you, be careful. Don't let those beams go in your eyes because it's a laser. Lasers are no-go for your eyes, all right? You don't want to put them in your eye. Now, right there, you're seeing me just showing them off, flashing inside my house with the lights off. Now, just take it as a grain of salt. My room is not that big, so you're seeing what you can, but just pick and choose how you do it. Now, like Phil said, there's additional 5% clippable coupon on this one, but we do have another one in the carousel that we're going to also pop over and show you as well. I'm going to shrink that down. We're going to do that. We're going to grab that device, and we're going to move scenes over to this one real quick and just show me in large screen while I get ready for the next product. And that is, of course, another Dovo heavy-duty long-range 3D laser. Now, the next one, of course, is another beautiful little laser. Of course, I have the actual link for this one, and this one comes in a very cool large case. And what do I mean by large case? Well, you're going to see that right here on hand. Now, this is a three-plane laser level. Now, the three-plane means it pushes that laser out in multiple directions throughout. Now, again, of course, this is actually a great price device. This one's about $237, so it's about 15% off today, if I remember correctly, but also still has the 5% clippable coupon. Now, this one does come with a hard shell case. Now, what do I mean by hard shell? Yes, it is that. It's a plastic hard shell case. Now, this one will do about 12 lines of green beams. So you have 12 lines of green cross beams throughout with that. Now, with that, it's a 360-degree self-leveling up to about 197 feet of long-range throw dimensions. Now, that is 110 MW diodes for that actual to throw that out there, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's throwing that far. Now, if you've ever seen a laser, though, lasers do throw. It does come with that very cool goggles. You're definitely going to need those goggles. I'm just saying it now. Now, this have high brightness beams. With this, it also has plastic rubber housing. It's also metal laser covers. It also enhanced with this casing. Now, the lasers, it has a titanium alloy protective covers over the lasers. It also has a molded housing for this inside. It also comes with that 110 milliwatt diodes to actually throw that out there. Now, inside the case, you get the multiple batteries, you get all the connections, you also get the target plate. Target plates are actually kind of useful, if you want to be honest with that. Connect that to the wall, and that's the first one you're going to target to. It'll also allow you to get perfectly leveled with that target. And then once you know that one's leveled, the rest are level, and you're good to go. So you do have that. Now, you have the magnet connectability with that one. You also have the power brick, the batteries, the charging cable. There's your power brick. Just plug it into the wall and use it as well. Now, I'm not sure if Phil's ever used any of these, but hey, laser levels are kind of cool. They're also dangerous. I looked into the light, and the light won. Now, with that bracket right there, it is fully adjustable. You can actually adjust it several ways, but it also has these two little screws on the end. And those two screws are going to allow you to connect it up to, let's say, like 2x4, or even a metal beam that might be in your wall, so you can connect it up that way. Or you can connect it up to a tripod, the stands, or any other brackets. It has fully adjustable, fully usable with that. Now, we're going to jump forward a little where we actually have this out here. Oh, I went too far. We're going to show you right here. You actually have to pop it open, put the battery in. So you do have to throw the battery in this one. Yeah. What else? You can actually charge these while the battery's in it as well. It does have a connector for the cable as well with that. So you're good there as well. And there it is. The beams are on. It's throwing beams everywhere. What? Yeah, that's right. There's beams. Look at that. Those are bright. No one should ever give me laser levels. I will literally set it there and let it play all day. Just to have fun. Great little piece right there. If you're looking, Dovo. I had to switch phones, so bear with me. This one is not in the app correctly. Now I am. Next up is the X Jimmy. That's right, X Jimmy. Now, you may say, it may look like X Gimme, but it's actually pronounced X Jimmy. This is the Mogo 2 projector. The Mogo 2 projector is actually a really, really amazing projector that I had hands-on time with. We don't need that guy talking, we just need the video. Let's pop over and show you. Right there, hey, there's that guy right there. Look at it. He's showing you a projector. Now, this projector is actually about 25% off today. Really great deal. This projector is 400 ISO lumens brightness. That's right. That is actually super bright with this. Now, this projector does have two 8-watt speakers built in. It does do Android TV. Now, Android TV 11. So you have access to all of the current apps, including Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Amazon Shopping, and all of those in between with that. So that's actually really cool. So with that, it is actually produced X Jimmy, not X Gimme. I just called. It's just great. Justin did the same thing. That's pretty funny. He actually named it the wrong thing. That's where it's really funny. So it's actually pronounced X Jimmy. I love it. It's really one of them names that throws you off. Now we're going to go into this. This projector has what's called object avoidance. What does that mean? That means if you walk in front of this, it's going to not flash you, and it's going to do the offset. Now, this also does autofocus and screen adaptation. The autofocus and screen adaptation means if you set this off to a 45 degree, but you're pointing at a wall over here, it's going to throw that screen and push it this way and make it line up properly. I love that it does that. Now, this does have the remote control. The remote control, of course, will allow you to do the Google Play search or even talk to it if you need to talk to it. That's kind of amazing that you can talk to a remote if you really want to. Now, the projector, 2 8-watt speakers, but on the back it's got what's called the diaphragm or a passive radiator. Now, that passive radiator actually has a see-through screen so you can actually see it move when the sound is reproducing sound. It's kind of cool to see that. Now, this is actually quite small. It's like 6 inches tall, 5 inches wide by 4 inches deep. Super pretty movability and accessibility with it. Now, with this, it has very, very accurate colors, and it only weighs about 2.4 pounds. So it's not that heavy with that. Now, we can go into some other little specs and stuff. First and foremost, like I said, 720p, 50 milliseconds of latency with the 8K off, HDR10, of course, with that. Now, the Google Assistant, of course, will allow you to talk to it. This does support 3D video. Does have an HDMI input. Also has a USB port. Now, the HDMI input is actually a 2.1 or 2.0, if I remember right. 2.0. Also has one 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack, but it does do dual band Wi-Fi connectability, 2.4 and 5G. That 2.4 and 5G means you can actually connect this up and use it on most current internet connections. Now, with it, you also have the USB port and Bluetooth 5.0. The Bluetooth 5.0 is going to allow you to mirror your phones to this or even connect up Bluetooth soundbar systems. Maybe you have a Bose system. Maybe you have a Klipsch system. If it's Bluetooth, it can connect up to that and you have that accessibility. Now, of course, with it, bright and bold colorations. The bright and bold colorations with that 400 ISO, which is actually very beautiful. It does do D65 color temperature with the DCI P3 color gambit. And that's kind of cool that it has that. Now, the product size is where it really draws me for this one. Now, since it is a DLP, it's a digital laser projector. You can see me going through their user interface, of course, down there with that. Now, the DLP is going to give you a longer lifespan on this, I'm going to say about 25,000 hours, or at least probably 4 hours a day for the next 10 years before it starts to slightly degrade in coloration and all that. You shouldn't have to worry about it, though. Most people, it's going to last a long time. There I am doing just a little video test on my wall and on my projection screen. It's a really, really amazing projector. What do we got up next? Oh, we actually have a live unboxing. This is a product I probably don't know a lot about. But we're going to do this. We're going to attempt it live. Let me grab this device. And my phone shut off, so bear with me. My phone does not stay on. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to go over here to the big screen. Big screen, big screen. Now, this is, of course, the Fluent Talk by Time Kettle. The Fluent Talk, what is this? This is a mini translator. So I know Travel Diva actually got a set off me at one point that actually went in your ears. Now, this one does not work that way. This one actually works just with the device. Now, this device does not need Wi-Fi, but does work with Wi-Fi, so you can connect it up. Now, this supports 36 languages and photo translation. What that means is if you have a written out note that needs to be translated, this will actually translate that. Now, inside here, you have a nice large user manual. I definitely say take a look at it. You might need it, might check it out. Now, this also has a very cool lanyard. Now, this lanyard will go on your neck, but it does have the breakaway end, so you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to, trap your neck or anything. Now, on this lanyard, it has this cool piece that is actually a retractable cable. So you have a retractable cable, so you can have it around your neck Let's say you're in Paris, France, or you're down in Spain and you're trying to understand somebody. You pull this out, you let them talk to it, and then it will translate for you. So you have a lanyard for that. Now you also have, of course, the charging cable. The charging cable is just a USB to USB-C cable with that on hand. Now, of course, this does allow for 13 languages, 8 languages, of course, offline mode with that 13 different languages and multiple dialects. Beautiful little piece with that. Now, this will actually do like signage because it does do photos. You can do signs, train stations, even a menu. Let's say you're out on you're down in down Mexico. We're just on vacation. They could have took a picture of it, and it could have translated the menu for them. Now it has the camera on the back right there, so that's your camera. Now with this, we'll turn the power button on, of course. We'll just power it up, and you guys can see the power up when it does this. So this is the device right here. Now it has a full on screen. Of course, it's going to take a couple minutes to load up for everyone. And there we go, loading up, Fluent Talk by Time Kettle. And we should be going in any second. It does take a couple minutes to load up. I do recommend leaving it on. I'm just saying it now. Now, this is like 20% off today. Great deal. While it loads up, we're just going to wait for it. Now, it has the microphone and audio. So it does have audio as well with this. There we go. So right there, you see up top, it says Spanish to English. If I want to do that, I'll tap that one, and then it pops up all the languages on hand. Or if I want to change it over here, I can change the English side as well. Now, with this, 36 languages. Now, you do have offline mode, which is the ones you'll want to download. Now, that's actually kind of cool. Now, if I pop over here, it's going to do this where you can actually hold it and talk to it. But if I slide to the right, it goes into picture mode. So you can actually take a picture of it. Or if I go to the opposite side, download the offline kit for the offline languages. Now, you do have, of course, volume control over there. So you do have volume control with it as well. All right, now I'm going to pop this up, turn this on, and we're going to slide down. And we can go into settings. Now, the settings will allow you to adjust the colorations, variations, user manuals, airplane modes, system languages, systems updates, and Wi-Fi connectabilities, legals, and systems, and everything else with that. Now, this also has a whole bunch of other cool stuff inside here. Now, my device just updated, of course, for some reason. And then we're going to go into storage space. So, this has 8 gigabytes of storage, so you can download enough stuff if you want on hand with that. And I kind of like that it does all this. So a lot of different settings, a lot of different stuff with this device. This is actually really cool. It's going to save you time, help you translate, and help you understand wherever you're traveling or even if you're just out at the store and need it. Fluent Talk by Time Kettle. Rave party. Phil says it's rave party time. What? It is not rave party time. Where's the rave? I miss raves.
Take your laser pointer out.
No,
Get the party started.
I just want to point out something. If nobody's noticed, I've had that Govee lights running through both shows off the same device. Off a Jackery power station. It's still going back
That'll
there.
run for days. That'll run for days. It'll never turn off.
I think that's pretty cool. I really think that's pretty cool. I honestly, that's
I got
amazing.
2 of my lights are running off of my power station.
Right on, right on. I think up next is a Justin video. Let's grab these. Let's pop over. It is. This is a Justin product. Now, this product is actually a very cool little fan air conditioner. Now, I'm going to say a neck fan, but this one is they consider an AC. This is from Ranvu, if I pronounced that right. If not, I apologize to the company today because I am starting to stumble and I'm starting to get hungry.
I'm here briefly talking about the Ranvu
didn't
AI3 portable air conditioner, which again is a portable neck fan that has AI functionality and it has this green sensor in the back that sits on the back of your neck. It can detect your heart rate. It can detect if you're getting hot or cold. And because it uses 4 like aluminum heat sinks, it pulls in air from the outside, and those heat sinks dramatically cool down the air and then blow that cool air up on your face, on the back of your neck. It also has a heat mode if your back of your neck is getting stiff.
So, as I see, this is technically not an AC. This actually uses electric current to cool down heat sinks to air with the fan to pull air over and through electrically cooled fins. That's actually kind of cool. So it's actually blowing electric air to cause the electric or the air to cool. That's actually kind of cool. Now, to me, that's still an AC. I'm just saying it. Just saying it. Oh, we jumped forward somehow. My bad.
Sinks dramatically cool down the air and then blow that cool air up on your face, on the back of your neck. It
That
also
is
has a
actually
heat
super
mode
cool.
if your back of your neck is getting stiff or
Yeah,
it is
AC
cold
without the
outside, you can
Freon.
use it
You
to
don't have
heat
to worry
your neck
about those
as well,
chemicals in the
loosen
air.
up those muscles. It is a really fantastic device. It's got an LCD
Since
screen on
we've
the
been
side
here a
here
while,
that you could
anyone want a
controls. It has a
cookie?
mobile phone app where you could set the custom controls, the temperature, the speed of the
I'm
fan,
gonna take a bite real
and
quick,
you can
guys.
also have an AI adjust mode. So whether you're going out in the hot sun, sitting in a hot stadium, you're going on a hot vacation or a trip, and it's going to be really hot outside, this will dramatically cool down your own personal temperature up to 18 degrees Fahrenheit lower than the air temperature around you. So it can help keep yourself cool in the summer. If you're uncomfortable out in those stadiums, you're out in those crowds, you're in a place where there's no air conditioning, this could be a good way to keep yourself just a little more comfortable, a little more cool, and something you definitely might want to consider. AIS-3 app. Now, this is the Metora app, which you pair with your AIS-3 portable neck fan, and you get all your options for it. You get, obviously, right off the bat, the cooling mode, and you set how much you want to keep yourself cool with the cooling mode. You can set it to auto mode, and again, this automatically, once paired with your neck fan, will adjust the temperature of your neck fan.
No,
You have
silent.
heating mode for it. You have the temperature detection. So many options here. You can click on the smart wearable area, and it shows
Easy
you
on
your
those
resting
cookies,
heart
man.
rate, and it shows you your calorie burn because it integrates with the iHealth app and everything you got here. The first thing you want to do is go into the settings by triple tapping the 3 dots, tapping the 3 dots at the top, and then you could set your device name. I like wearing detection because when you take it off, it auto shuts the fan off, so that way you don't accidentally forget to shut it off and the fan keeps going while you set it down. So wearing detection is really awesome. It could play your music, it could play your audio from your phone calls and let you know when you get an alert if you're like away from your phone. Then of course you got the screen display brightness on the side because there is an LCD display on the side of it. You could set your units between Fahrenheit or Celsius. You could set if you want it to vibrate on your neck, depending on if you get text messages or alerts. And there's just a lot of options with it. And you set your profile. You could set your information, like because it integrates with your health app, you could set what information you're going for. It could track your steps and everything like that as well. But primarily, you're going to use this to keep cool. And I alternate mostly just between flat out cooling mode, maximize how cool I want to be with this thing, or I set it to AI auto mode. So if you're looking for a
I
way to
apologize,
keep
everybody.
cool, if you're
I
outside
ate
in
a
the
cookie.
heat, in the
Now I'm
stadium,
choking.
in the hot summer, wherever you are, if you need to personally
That's what
cool
happens when
down
you don't
your
share.
neck, your
Share.
ears,
Everybody can have it.
you know, your face, you need to just
Sharing
keep
is
yourself a
caring.
little bit cooler.
Everyone knows
So
it.
with that, you have a great option to cool your neck and cool you down in that warm humidity heat that's outside. Great little option. Very, very phenomenal option right there for everyone. Now, we have the Anchor Power Conference S500. This is just that. It's a Bluetooth speaker to help do the conferencing. Pretty
James
sure I
here.
did this video. We're gonna let the video play.
The Android speakerphone with Zoom Rooms. Guys, this is a Google and Zoom Rooms certification style speakerphone. This is very, very cool. Now, this works with USB-C or Bluetooth. Now, it is more than just a speakerphone or microphone. This does have 4 microphones that are highly sensitive and can pick up to 32 kilohertz of sample rating transfer rate of noise, which is very, very cool. Now, it also has 16 hours of playtime built in, guys, so you're good there. It has 2-way noise reduction.
Now, it does have 2-way noise reduction built in. Now, this is certified for most voice calls or action calls. Since it is a Bluetooth connectability, it can connect up to pretty much any device out there from your PCs, your laptops, to your phones, possibly even your TVs like back there if you want. Now, with this, of course, it has the 4 built-in microphones, 2-way noise reduction. 32 kilohertz super bandwidth with this device. On this device, you have the answering options to answer or mute the microphone. You also have the volume controls. You can actually play or pause music off this. That's right, you can actually play music with this. Now, they have what's called voice radar. That voice radar is actually going to detect the voice that's in the room and enhance it while eliminating noise built in. Now, since it does have a microphone, it has a low distortion speaker built in, so you can play that. Now, off a charge, you're going to get about 16 hours of playtime with this on hand. It does come with a Bluetooth dongle if you need that dongle, so it does have that connectability with that. And of course, it is about, I'm going to say about one inch thick. That's all it is, about 1 inch thick. All right, it's not really thick at all. Now, the S500 delivers a performance that works with 12 people in the room, but can be paired with a couple of other these, so you can do about 20 people, honestly, with this, if you really wanted. Now, just a great little connectability. There's that blue light sensitivity to tell you that it's on and connected. Just a simple little device. It's actually at a very phenomenal price today. It's like 30% off, and that's actually a crazy price. I'm just saying it now. That's a crazy price. A great little piece if you're looking for something like that. Now, up next is a product that I did not know I was doing, but I am doing. This is what's called a laser hair removal tool. Now, this laser hair removal tool does have a built-in cooling system. Now, this is what's called at-home IPL hair removal. What's that mean? I'm not sure what IPL is, but hey, we're going to go with that today. I did not learn that word yet. Now, this one's actually going to work for, anybody. Let's be honest. It will work for anyone. It doesn't matter what you are. It's going to work with this. Now, this is actually going to do about 999,000 flashes for permanent hair removal. Now, I'm going to say this as easily as I can. You're not going to see immediate results. It's going to take multiple times doing this. Like any hair removal tool. And how do I know that? Is my wife is a beautician, and I shouldn't know things, but I know things. That's all I'm saying. Inside here, this is how this is going to come in this box. Now, inside this box, you're going to be greeted with the device, of course, on hand. Now, it's going to tell you what you can use it for. Your armpits, your lips, your arms, your legs, your back, and anywhere else that there is hair. All right, just go in there. Now, it also shows you like skin tones and body hair types for that. It has a mixture right down there on that if you need this. Now, on the opposite side, it's going to say it's going to take about 8 weeks to where you get to the actual optimal usage. And actually, I did not know it showed you that, but my wife taught me that last night when she saw the device. Now, inside here, of course, you have the box inside of a box, and I'm not going to look about the box inside of the box. Because I know, yep, I was right. QR code, and we're going to move that QR code over. So inside that box, you're going to be greeted with this. Of course, first and foremost is the user manual. Now, inside that, you're going to be greeted with another box. This is, of course, going to be your power cord. If I'm correct, and I am, it's the power cord. So we have a power cord. Now, I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't do. We're going to do this. Power cord. We have power cord, we have plenty of length, and we have power stations. So why not plug it in? What? Over, plug it in, turn it on, turn this on. We're going to do that. Power that. We're going to have the cable ready for me. Now, inside the other part of the kit, right here, this is going to be your glasses and the razor. So they do give you, a dispensable razor. You do need to shave the first time around. Now they also give you the glasses. Now the glasses are quite important because this is a laser hair removal tool. So you're going to want to, of course, put on your tinted shades so you don't look at it. You're then going to want to grab this razor, right? You're going to then open this up and you're going to throw the plastic on the ground and tell your wife to clean it up later. No, you're not. I'm going to, but whatever. I'm in trouble now. Now, since I have tinted glasses on, I cannot see to pull the plastic off the razor, and I'm going to attempt to try and do this without breaking the razor. There we go. You're then going to take your watch off. You're then going to grab your very hairy arm and you're going to shave the hair off just like this and not over your keyboard because, hey, let's be honest. Let's just do that. And you guys will see that patch I just shaved. I'm actually doing this and I don't know why. You're then going to grab the device right here. There is your lens. There is also your operating system on the side, and there is your front panel. We're going to turn this on without trying to stare at this, of course. Just like that. We're going to turn that on. It says off. We are powered off. Why are we powered off? Well, let's turn it on. We are now on. It says 9. You're then going to turn that on, and we're going to grab this, of course, over here. And then you're going to pull it off, and you're going to start doing this over here, just like that. You'll see the flashes on hand, and hopefully you guys can kind of see that flashes. Just like that. And that is how that works. So you'll make several passes throughout. I'm now going to turn this off because I'm not going to keep doing that. That was kind of weird for me.
Well done.
Yeah. So that's all it takes. You're just going to sit there and do that over your body. It's going to heat and cool. And of course, you got the cool shades with this. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Now, of course, I have hair everywhere. Oh boy. So, laser hair removal tool. Do you guys need one? Check it out. It's 60% off today. The things I do. Now I got this big, hairy, missing hair
And a
patch.
nice patch.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason I did it where I did it, alright?
The watch. Covering it up. Nice.
It
So
doesn't
smart,
cover
James.
it.
Well,
Oh,
so-
man.
so
Oh,
smart.
man. It's all good. Let's see if I can move this aside without... I have so much stuff like me now. We're just going to go with it. What do you think? Alright. We're going to go over to a product I know phenomenally well. If you think I'm joking, we're not. We're going to talk about the WeMax Short Throw Laser Projector. The Short Throw Laser Projector I use in my bedroom daily. This Short Throw Projector is going to be one of those products that you may or may not want to know about. Well, you probably should know about. And that's because the WeMax Short Throw is a beautiful, beautiful piece of technology. Now we're going to pop over. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to play a little video for you. Don't need that. Now we're showing you this in my bedroom on the Silver Tickets 100-inch screen. That's right, my 100-inch screen. Now with this device, of course, you have a 4K resolution at a very bright coloration. What? Yes, that's right. This is 4K true HDR10. This is ALPD at HDR10 and full H ultra high depth. Now, with this short throw, it literally sits at the wall and throws that projection, and you can throw a very large screen, anywhere from 80 inches all the way up to 150 inches. I love that it can do that. Now, with this, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. First and foremost, 2.4 and 5G dual band connection with this. Now, it does have Chromecast built in. The Chromecast does do 2 gigabytes of RAM, has 32 gigabytes of ROM or hard drive space. Now, with that, 8-point keystone correction. This also has autofocus Dolby Digital sound. Now, the Dolby Digital sound actually has 30 watts of speaker power built in. And when I mean by 30 watts of power, I truly mean 30 watts of power. This is true power. This thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I use this so much that I play Nintendo Switch off it. I watch movies off it. It's always in there. Now, with it, we can kind of get into a few things. First and foremost, it has 3 HDMI inputs. It has 2 USB 2.0s on the device. One on the back and one on the side. Or is it on the front? It might be on the front. It also has one 3.5 aux cable. It also has one audio-visual cable or AV cable, which is your headset. It also has, I believe, SPDIF, which is your micro. No, it doesn't have the SPDIF. It actually has your fiber optic plug for your audio. And then you have, of course, your lane connection, which is your RJ45 connectability with that. That's what it has. Now, the AO Advanced Laser Projector, or Advanced Laser DLP, is what this really is, does do 3000 to 1 native contrast of coloration. Now, this is actually a beautiful projector. I'm going to tell you, if you guys don't take anything from anything, this projector is what you want. This projector is so amazing that you don't have to have it away from the wall. It saves you a lot of space, time, and hassle. Now, bunch of connectabilities. You can watch your Netflix, your Hulu, your Androids, everything else in between. Just download it, install it, use it, have fun with it. This thing's amazing. Just go in there. You should get yourself one. I love this thing. Look, and you can play the Nintendo Pokemon Go on there. Well, that's actually Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Well, hey, Phil, get yourself one. Just saying.
Add the cart.
It's actually a good deal. 30% off. That's actually... I love this thing. This thing is amazing. So let's talk about kind of the ratio of throw. So to throw an 80-inch projection, you only have to move it about 5 inches away from the wall. To throw a 100-inch screen, it's about 9 inches away from the wall. 150-inch screen is about 20 inches away from the wall. Most, and I'm going to say it, most TV stands, dressers sit that far away from the wall anyways. So that's all it takes. And it's like having a little home theater sitting there with that 30 watts of power. It really is beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is like ideal for UST ALR screens. What does that mean? So a UST ALR screen is an ambient light rejecting and sealant light rejecting. The US means it's like it's a kind of a woven, non-woven fabric. So you want to make sure that it's an even wall. If it's an uneven wall, it's going to kind of change the way the picture quality is. Just had to say that. So that's just one of those things. Now, this is globally recognized. It does do a wide gambit with this. It is a wide gambit coloration. Now, I believe we have another WeMax product. This is the WeMax Go Advanced. The phone keeps shutting off because the battery's dead. I'll show you the WeMax. This is a Nate video.
Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today I'm super excited to showcase to you the WeMax Go Advanced Portable Projector. This thing is an absolute beast, and I have used WeMax products in the past, and this does not fall short of their awesome quality standards. This thing is a tiny little powerhouse. You guys can see right here, no joke, this thing can actually fit inside of your pocket, so you guys can carry this around with you wherever you want, but don't let the size fool you. This thing is very powerful. You guys can see right here, it's got this really awesome gold and black design, and then on the back side you guys are going to have a ton of inputs and your outputs as well. So you're going to have your USB-C input, HDMI output, USB, so you can control this with a mouse or a keyboard, and this does run off of a skinned version of Android. You're going to get this little remote that you guys can see right here, has all of the features and everything you need to control this while sitting in your recliner on game day. Also, one of the cool things about this projector is that it has this little kickstand on the bottom so you can get the viewing angle just right. Now, we've been talking about this thing for a while, and you guys probably haven't seen the actual laser yet, so it's hidden behind this, and this is also how you turn the projector on. So it's a really cool little feature that they kind of hide it. It makes it look nice, and it also protects it. So you guys can see right here that we are inside and that this looks kind of skewed. It almost looks like it's offset in a way. This is actually very easy to correct because this does have auto keystone correction with manual control. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up because
So with that, you do have to manually input that and adjust it with it. Now, it's portable. That's actually where it's really cool with this. 4K support, of course, but it does actually output it at a different resolution. This does have 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabyte hard drive space, Bluetooth 5.0, both 2.4 and 5G connectability as well with that. It does have the built-in speakers and does have the projectability. Now, this is what's called 100% Rec 709 since it is an ALDP style projector. Now, it does do 1080p full HD, but it doesn't support 4K input. So you have all that in there. Now, with that, of course, he's showing you guys, just showing you some cool pictures. Right there, he's showing you the blacks are super, super black with that. If you're looking for a projector, WeMax might be a version for you. Now, with that, we're going to be moving over to the pluggable universal laptop docking station. Now, this might be a Blake video.
Today we're going to take a fast look at the pluggable dual monitor docking station. This docking station is great to have a one cable solution for your laptop to plug into your more stationary workstation. On this dock station on the rear, we can see that we have 4 USB 2.0 ports, an Ethernet port, a DVI port, an HDMI port, a USB port to connect the docking station to the laptop, as well as a power port right here that does include an AC power adapter and a DVI to HDMI adapter, as well as a DVI to VGA adapter if that's what you need. It comes with the included cable. This is great to run a dual monitor station. You can have your laptop act as a third monitor, so really, really great to expand on your network. Now, a couple other things that I want you to know about the pluggable docking station is that on the front, you have 2 USB 3.0 connections, as well as a headphone and a microphone in connection. This is a great one cable solution.
So like he said, it's a great solution to give you that extra connectabilities to devices that may not have all that extra connectability. Pluggable's done you very well with the system, and actually is very well done for you. If you're looking for something like that, check it out. Now we're going to be moving over to the big screen because I have another, that's right, another unboxing. Now this was actually something that was not technically going to happen today, but did show up. I'm going to rip it out of the box. Now with this, I'm going to throw the box aside, and I'm going to grab this. Nope, Phil's still on here, Rising Siren. I just had to do this big screen. Because we have this product right here. This is the WeTrack Cervical Neck Traction Relaxer. Now, it does come with this nice little case. It does come with, of course, a little zipper, so the zipper does pop open. Now, with inside the zipper is going to allow you to see the device. I'm going to pop it open. This is where you're going to be greeted with the device, the user manuals, and everything else in this. Now, if you've never used a cervical device, please be careful while using this, because you are compressing and decompressing parts of your body. Now, it does have a strap. The strap is adjustable. It also has a handheld handle. So it does come with all of this devicing. Now, inside here, of course, you have the rubber padding with this, of course. And I don't know really all the words for all of these. Like I said, this is going to be a really quick little piece that I've never done. But we're going to try to pop this out. Let's see if I can get it out of the bag. Oh, I just saw something. It actually Velcros in. That's kind of cool. So the kit does have a Velcro system to hold it in. That's kind of cool. Now this is your traction device. Now your traction device, this is where you're going to put your neck in between it, of course, right here. Your neck's going to sit in there. Now, those pieces, I believe, are adjustable, and they are. So right back here, if I can show you. Right back here are these little squeeze points. These squeeze points will allow you to adjust it out or in to the width of your neck. Now, with that, you have a pressure point right here, of course, on hand with that as well. So you have that. Now, this is actually a very cool little piece on hand. Now, once you put it in there, this is the strap. This strap is going to go over your forehead to hold you down inside this piece. Now, once you're in there, you're actually going to use this, of course, as well. So this is actually going to pop in here, just like that, with that. So you have that. Now, then you have the control device. So you have the device right here, and this is what's going to allow you to do the traction. You'll twist the knob, and you'll press the button. Twist the knob, the button releases the pressure. Now, you don't want to go too far with that because it's going to pop and pull as you want. Now, I know it's hard to see this, but if you watch this, you'll see that I can actually, and you'll start seeing it's lifting your this up all there. Press that button, it'll actually decompress. So cool little piece right here. Very simple little item, of course, on hand with that if you're looking from WeTrack. Now, unfortunately, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know enough about this product on hand because I haven't had enough hands-on time with that to give you a lot of detail. There will be more showings of this. I'll probably hopefully know more about it by tomorrow for tomorrow's show as well. If you're looking for something like that, WeTrack. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually circle back real quick. We're going to show the Eufy X9 one more time. That is a Phil product, so we're going to pop back over to Phil over here. There is Phil, of course, right there. And I'm going to actually mute my microphone while he does this real quick.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Happy Prime Day. Here we have the Eufy Clean X9 Pro vacuum and mopping system. Here's the actual device itself. It has a laser tracking around the top there. It's got a home button and power button and a lockout or spot clean button on the top here. And we can lift the lid to get to the dustbin, which you simply pull out. You can open this up and it always tells you when it's been removed or when the dustbin's removed. It's so smart. You close that down, put that down like that. It's got front sensors here. It's got an eye tracking system in here to detect any foreign objects on the carpets or floors, and it will go around them and not disturb them. And on the back side, bottom side here, we have the two spinning mop discs here. They can be removed and cleaned. And we have our tractor wheels here. We have our cliff sensors all around so it doesn't fall down any stairs. We have the paddle, it's a tangle-free paddling vacuum thing there. The cover comes off. You can actually take this out, clean it if you need to, or if in case anything gets jammed in there, simply take that out. And you put that cover right back on there, close it up, it's ready to go. You've got your side brush right there to pull more debris in there and suck out all the dust off the ground. This thing automatically detects when it's on a carpet or on a floor by deploying these little pads down here that push down 1 kilogram of pressure, and they overlap so they don't miss a single square inch of your floor. As it goes into its loading dock station here, it can be recharged, and it also cleans the mop heads with the clean water. There's a two-tank system inside here. We have a clean water tank that you can fill up with 4.1 liters of water. And then we have a dirty tank right next to that, where you can empty out all the dirt that the mopping system gets. So while it is docked inside here, it will actually clean the mop heads with the water, and then it'll flush it out and put fresh water onto it to moisten them again. In between, during cleanings, it will, depending on the app, you choose your options to clean the mop heads between 5, 10, or 15 minutes, 5, 10, or 15 minutes. And we'll clean them and rewipe them with water and get you back going and cleaning. When it's done cleaning a room completely, it will go back to its station, clean the mop heads again, and there's actually a heating element inside here that will bring the air up to 104 degrees to dry the mop heads completely, to keep the odors away, any mold away. And so while it's recharging, the backside here has the contacts to be recharging it. And inside the dock here, we have the panel at the bottom here. You can simply remove this bottom panel. And again, clean out any extra debris that might get built up underneath in here, and keep your contacts clean for good, reliable use. And you can simply slide that right back in there. Click those back in so it's secure. Also comes with another high performance filter. There is one installed already in the device. I'll show you again. The dustbin is right here. Just pull this up. In order to open it, there's the press button right here. Click that, open it up, get rid of your debris. Close it back down, drop it back in, close that back up, and then close it again. So this is a RoboVacuum and mopping system that can also work on 5 different floor layouts if you have multiple floors in a house, or if you want to use it in other houses as well. The app can be scheduled to clean whenever you're not home. So when you're at work or on vacation, it can still keep cleaning your house. The app can also be customized to check your rooms. You can actually label the rooms so you know which room you want it to go to. You can tell your smart device, go clean this room, go clean that room, or just go clean, and it'll just cover every room. It does really good patterning, good pattern. It has a good mapping pattern system in it that'll clean the floors. And like I said, I think as it detects there is a carpet sensor right here. When it goes over a carpet, it will pull up the pads so the carpet does not get wet. And when it goes back onto a hardwood floor or tile, it will deploy your mopping pads again and start scrubbing the floor. The pads will spin at 120 RPM, I believe. And again, 1 kilogram of pressure getting pushed down on the floors to really get that grime off in case you got a worn out spot there. As James likes to say, you can test the map. You can customize the maps and have your no-go zones in case you have a kid sleeping in a room or if you just have some equipment maybe in a room that you don't want it to go to. So, and again, the front panel right here, we have our home or recharge button. We have our power button. We have our child lock button or spot clean button. The bumpers here, the bumps into whatever and will redirect itself when it needs to. The sensors on here will check for anything that go around chairs or go around other furniture. It'll go around walls, and it is very smart at determining where the boundaries are of different rooms. So you can again select just certain rooms if you want, or go through a whole house. But this is an all-in-one system. This will clean the whole house in one full sweep and keep everything nice and clean and keep your pads nice and clean. And like I said, I think you can take these right off, throw them into a wash machine to give them an extra clean if you have to. But like I said, the system inside here will keep these nice and clean and mold free and smell free. And yeah, it's really, really amazing device that does everything to keep your floors nice and clean. I
Here, and today we're taking a look at the LifePro eye massager, guys. This is from LifePro, of course. This is their Oculux. This is a heated eye massager, guys. This is actually kind of cool. This device actually sets on your head, almost like wearing goggles, and will massage, compression, and acupressure style of massaging. Now, with this, guys, it also has Bluetooth connection, so you can pair it up to your phone and play some music. Now it has four massage modes programmed in 2 different styles, which is quite cool. And then you have heat, of course. It does heat up, so it can heat up and go around. Now, inside here, guys, you're going to see the user manual if you need. There's also a thank you card with their warranty on it. But then you'll be greeted with the device and the charging cable. Now, the charging cable is actually USB to micro USB-C, which is quite cool. Now, I'm going to set the box aside because here's what you're going to see. This is a folded up device. This is what's going to go on your head. Now, it is fabric on the outside and fabric on the inside. You do have a digital display over here. When you open it up, you're going to see this nice blue fabric in here. The one thing I would have loved to see is maybe a removable cloth on this so I can wash it because it does heat up. Some people tend to sweat, but not a big deal. And then you have the elastic band, guys. The elastic band is nice. It is adjustable, so you can adjust it to whatever size you want. On the bottom, you have the USB-C port. And on the side, if we turn this on, you're going to see this come on. Let's make sure I turn it on properly. Hold it down. It'll pop up and start going. You'll see Bluetooth starts flashing. Now, if I hit it again, it'll change mode. If I hit it again, and again, and again. Now, putting this on is simple, guys. Literally, I don't barely ever take my hand off. You just put it on. You guys can see it's around here, and it's actually already working. I feel it compressing into my dimple, so it's like an airbag press.
Seconds, let's go. Come on. It already burns so bad. I'm not kidding you. This is so much worse than a normal squat. All right here, down my leg, it burns so bad. We're at 20 seconds. Please, look, help me. Help me. Help. I'm tough. I'm strong. Girls like me. Ugh. Ugh. It burns so much worse than a normal squat. I'm not kidding you. It is terrible. That is so bad. It burns so bad. Come on. I'm done.
This is the comfier Shiatsu neck and back massager. It combines shiatsu, finger pressure, kneading, rolling spot, compression, and infrared heating into one really cozy massage seat. In doing so, it provides relief to the shoulders, neck, back, waist, thighs, and helps alleviate fatigue. I love the versatility of this seat. You can put it in different types of chairs, the sofa, the ground, depending on how you want to sit, as well as it provides a deep tissue massage with its 4 unique shiatsu massage nodes. The position of these nodes can be adjusted to fit the user's needs. I love that this chair uses innovative technology. The nodes themselves move both inward and outward to create this 2D, 3D finger.
Hold on, I've been muted this whole time?
Motion, and it feels really awesome
Wow.
on the back.
No, you're good. I can hear you.
The compression feature is one of my favorites.
I did not
about
know
this
I was
massage
muted.
chair. It provides a lot of tension release because it
I did mute it to
compresses
cough
the waist
at
and
one
seat
point,
area
so
of the chair,
how
and
long
you can
have I
adjust
been muted?
between 3 different intensity levels.
Did I do that whole
The heat
spiel about
function
Nate
is
and I was
definitely
muted?
a bonus. It feels
think the
awesome
Nate part was
in
muted.
conjunction with the shiatsu massage. And with that, the
Alright,
cover for
cool.
the neck
It's
and
nice seeing
flap
you
for the
guys.
back
I was James
is
here. I'm out.
washable and detachable. This allows you to keep
Slowly
your
fading
massage
away,
chair
starting
clean
with the mute.
as well as to
It's all
increase
good.
the
It's all good.
intensity or
Hey,
have the padding there to
you guys have
decrease
got a
the
lot with me. That's
intensity
all
of
that
the
matters.
massage. I absolutely
Prime Day
love this
shenanigans
massage
right here on Dragon
chair. It
Bloggers.
provides great
I
release
have been live
in
for over
my
5
back,
hours,
as well as it's easy to use.
and I have
The
another
light that
stream
fits on the
tonight.
side pocket makes it convenient when I need to adjust the settings or restart my massage. And the style of the seat itself can be used in most chairs. I hope this video helped.
So a great little massager for your back that can be used pretty much anywhere with that. Now I'm actually going to jump over one product. If you guys need some leg massagers, definitely check out the Fit King. That Fit King leg massager is about 44% off today. But I am going to jump over it. I'm going to show everyone the heating pad. I've been here a little long. I have not eaten all day, so hey, just go in there. But if you need the leg massager, it's definitely in the carousel. We're going to move over to the heating
It
pad.
features different vibration massage modes that you can use and switch to between 4 of them to deliver soothing, vibrating massages. It helps to further relieve tension and soreness in muscles on your neck, shoulder, lower back, lumbar, thighs, and legs. The different customizable massages allow you the awesome comfort and relaxation. Now, here you're going to see my girlfriend try on this massage belt.
Smell
As you
burnt
can
hair.
see, it fits really nice and snug.
You can
and
smell the
see
burnt hair from
heating
that
element
laser.
of it in the back too. And it also comes with a really nice remote on the side that you can use to alter between the different intensities
You can talk,
and
Phil.
the
It's all
different
good.
massage patterns,
I cannot
as well
smell the
as
burnt hair,
activate the
James.
heat by pressing one of the 3 buttons that
No, I mean you can talk to Rising through the chat too. You don't have to just type it.
Oh,
It's all
I
good.
didn't want to like flood out the video too.
Nah, it's all good. Sometimes we do that. We have chats with people. We gotta, interact with them, man.
Yeah,
You don't have to
I
just-
gotcha.
So with the Comfy Air heating pad, you have the adjustments of the temperature and the massage with it to set it up. You can use this on your back, your front, your legs, whatever you really want with this. It's a great little product, and my carousel quit working, so I'm not sure why the carousel is not working right now, but hopefully it'll change at some point. There it goes, of course, with that. If you need something like that, you have that option for you. Now, with that being said, we're actually at a point of the show where it's a fill video. We're going to show you the EF EcoFlow portable power station. While the video's playing, Phil, do you have the power station sitting there, or you just want to talk about it? You don't have to show it if you don't want to show it.
This one?
I believe, is that the River 2 Max?
Is the River 2? No, I don't have a Max.
Oh,
I
it
only have a
shows
2.
you have the River. Oh, no, it's just, yeah, it's the River 2, but why is the
It's the
Max
River
in
2.
the carousel?
We got both.
Do we?
So yeah, you got we're highlighted with the River 2. This is the River 2 from EcoFlow. This is a portable power station.
Okay,
Shall
okay,
I
cool.
continue?
All right. So it's my fault. It's my phone. It's not set right. All right.
Oh, that's
We're
all
gonna
right.
enlarge. We're gonna go fill large screen. Guys, ready? You ready? He's gonna
Let's go.
scare everyone. There he is.
Here I am. Let's continue Prime Day with some EcoFlow products. This is the River 2. This is an amazing little power station that you can take camping with you. You can take it tailgating. You could just take it to the beach if you need some extra power in case your phones are starting to go low. You don't want to run out of juice and run back out to your car. There's a EcoFlow app you can also install that manages all the specs inside this thing to monitor it, all the input wattage, all the output wattage. You got 2 AC outlets right here. You got the 1 DC port right there. You got 2 USB A ports right there. You got 1 USB C port. This is a bidirectional port, so you can actually charge something or charge it. And then on your backside here, we have our solar port or DC port right there to charge it from solar panels or from inside of a car. And then also a standard AC plug that like a normal computer port you could use to charge that very quickly. This thing can be charged in about less than an hour, I think. About an hour. And it holds 256 watt hours of power with the Life P04 battery inside of it. The lifespan of this is up to 10 years, and these come with a 5-year warranty. The EcoFlow products are game-changing when you need some extra power, reliable power source, wherever you're on the go or not. They have the extra buttons here to manage the power port here. You can turn that on or turn this one on. You can also manage this inside the app, turning them on and off remotely in case you're not next to it. And yeah, these devices are amazing. I'm so glad I have one of these because you never know when you're going to lose some power, and you need a little extra juice just to stay in communication if you need some tablets recharged or laptops charged or cell phones charged, any of your mobile devices. There's also a cooling fan right here, so when it's charging or discharging, in case the battery does feel a little bit warm, it's got the automatic fan to turn on to let the batteries inside stay cool. A nice little carry handle. It's only 7 pounds. You can bring this anywhere you want to go. It's very nice. It's got a nice flat spot on the top here to place your phone, place a drone. You can even put a laptop on there or a tablet on there while the devices are charging. Very nice clear display. Tells you your input power, your output power, how much juice is left on the battery, how much time is left if in case there is something being pulled from it or it's being charged. It'll give you the time on how long it'll take to finish the task or when it actually depletes it. So these are really, really great little devices, and I highly recommend them just for an emergency. As Nikita would always say, an insurance item, better to have and not need.
Definitely, definitely. So that is the River 2. That is the portable little station. Now we're going to pop over. We're going to swap scenes. We're going to go to a larger scene, and I believe this is because this is a Nate video. So we're going to go over here to that screen. I'm going to show you Nate's video right here.
This is the EcoFlow River Max. This is the second version of that, so the River Max 2. This thing is an absolute beast and has a ton of crazy features that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So with a total of 512 watt hours on
Happy
that
early birthday to your daughter,
battery
Rising.
and a 1 hour fast charge and up to 1,000 watts of output, this thing is going to keep you guys covered through an entire camping trip, through a weekend getaway, through
happy
storms,
birthday to
through
Rising's
blackouts,
daughter.
really anything that you can think of where you're going to need power and otherwise wouldn't have access to standard outlet power, this is going to be the one for you. So what we're going to do is dive in and take a look at all of the options that you have included with the River 2. So if I go ahead and lift this up on the front right here, you guys are going to notice that you have 3 USB-A ports, which is just so cool, so you can charge all of your devices directly from this. Then you're going to have a USB-C output that is going to output at up to 100 watts, so all of your devices are covered. If we flip over here to the side, if I pull this little lever down, just like all of other EcoFlow products, you're going to have that standard 12-volt outlet, so you guys can actually charge devices that would normally run from your car's power directly from this. And then down at the bottom, you're going to have 2 individually grounded AC outlets, and then you're going to have the
Penguin Camp.
2
Right on, right on.
All of this is controlled.
Now, with that, you're all controlled. You do have the app as well. You can connect up solar panels to this one and the last one if you want to charge it with the solar panel. So you have those options. Now, you do have the switches. You can actually switch the AC on, the DC on or off, or even the USB ports on and off with that. Now, you do have the app. You also have the side fan built in. Now, with this, it does have a little bit of drop protection. Now, I will say that drop protection. I do recommend don't drop in it. It still has that Life PO or Life PO for batteries, which is actually very cool with that on hand. It's just a great little thing for you on hand. If you need that little peace of mind, they got you covered. Now, maybe, just maybe, you need this little fridge. Now, the EcoFlow Glacier has a very cool little fridge. Yeah, definitely been very, very busy.
Hey, what's going on, my friends? Nate with Dragon Blogger Tech.
Crazy busy
Today
lately.
we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest piece of awesome technology from EcoFlow. This is the Glacier. The Glacier is a portable fridge-freezer combo, and it's actually the world's first fridge-freezer combo that can also make ice. So what we're going to do is go ahead and show you guys all around this.
Makes ice.
So whenever you
First
open this up,
fridge.
you're going to notice that you have a ton of real estate covering the entire area on the inside. You're going to have double insulated walls right here with a rubber gasket to help keep all of the cool temperatures
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
and all of the hot temperatures out. You're going to have a freezing section and a fridge section. That's why we have it set up here. You have a light. But one of the coolest things about this is not just that. You're actually able to move this around, so you can configure this as an entire freezer, as an entire fridge. You can swip the sides if you want to do that. It's just really nice that you have all of this room. You're even going to have a removable tray over here for easy access. And here's that ice maker that I was talking talking about.
I don't
You
know
guys
about
can
the
see that
ice
right
maker
here.
in
We
my
have
car while
18
moving
probes on
around,
the
but hey,
inside with
it's
the
got it.
removable
All right.
tray. So all you have to do to activate this is just pour in potable water, which is just drink.
What you're showing you guys there, you put it in there, you pick the actual style, get it going, and it's going to make those ice cubes. And once you're ready with the ice cubes, you pull that handle up and it pulls it out. Now you are able to adjust the temperature on both sides for the machine and of the ice maker if you want. Now you also have some other adjustments, pluggabilities. It does have a battery, but you can also connect it into, let's say, the EcoFlow River Max or the Delta Max and run it off of that. So you have that adjustability, the usability, and the tempability of having fun with this while cooling off your food for camping and everything in between. Now, with that being said, we're going to be moving back over to this other scene, the Prime Day scene. We're going to, of course, Phil's really big over here, and we're going to shrink him down, though. Because I know he does not have this product in hand, but he does have the product, of course. Now, what we're going to show you is, of course, the Govee Outdoor Neon Rope Lights. The Govee Outdoor Neon Rope Lights he did a nice little video for, and he's actually going to talk about this little product, even though he stood up and walked away. He's fired. He's got the box. He's got the box, but we're going to play the video for you. While the video's playing, he's going to talk about it.
PC Phil here for the Dragon Bloggers. So these are the rope lights. These are smart lights that you can change all the colors on them on the scenes. You can put them outside. They're weatherproof, IP67 rated. These are be able to be controlled with your voice. You can control them with the app. You can, they could be used for all kinds of different themes and scenes, any different color scenes. They have sound activation inside of them. Comes with all the mounting hardware you need. They have all the ground spikes with it, all the surface mounts, the power adapters, the plug that has the smart technology built into it, all the screws you need, everything's in the box. You can just set this all up, get it outside, have a party outside, any seasons, different holidays, you can have them run outside. My neighbors actually love these things. My wife is not too fond, but I absolutely love them. I think they're great. And like I said, let's Govee. Like I always say, these are so fun. The kids love them. Like I said, the set you could put music to them. The sound activation is great. The different themes that these have, all the different patterns. And yeah, I highly recommend these to enhance the outside of your house, make your landscaping look one of a kind.
Now, as you guys can see in the video, we do have some lights popping and changing and moving around. He now is showing you guys how it's set up out there with that, which is actually kind of cool. They're telling you to throw the box up in the air and walk away and try to catch it, Phil. Can you do it? No. Yeah, there you go. Oh. There you go. With that, now you have all the connectabilities. You have the C channel clips. You have the yard spikes to give you all that ability to wire it up. Now we're showing you it in action, of course, out there, out in the lights. He's just messing with some of the scenes. It's actually really nice. I love these Govee. It's Govee, guys. Let's be honest.
Let's go.
Let's go Govee. Govee is just amazing. Now I'm actually in the works trying to get a couple of their new light sets. So hopefully I might have some new light sets coming to play around with at some point too. So great little piece, amazing little product. Govee. Now we have 2 items left in the carousel. This one right here is the Nordiv 8 women's lightweight shoes. And I see that my friend is shaking my house with his stereo, which means he's trying to tell me he's in town.
This is a unique shoe for a couple of different reasons. If you'll notice,
he doesn't use the doorbell. He uses the stereo.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's doing.
And that's to kind of loosen your laces so you can get...
He is shaking my whole house.
The other thing is this super high, supportive outer sole.
That's what friends do.
My wall's moving. I'm watching stuff rattle.
So your foot can breathe. Now, I'm going to show you a really cool feature of this shoe. You have a lovely inner shoe here, but it's an insert. So it has a removable insert, allowing you to kind of customize the feel of the shoe. Or this is really handy if you'd like to also wash the inner shoe, because sometimes it does get kind of nasty if you're really running and exercising a lot. Very easy to take in and out of. Very easy to get in and out of, which I really like and appreciate.
Those shoes have
because I
purple
don't
on
wanna
them,
have to
Rising.
fight with
Yeah,
in your
they do
arsenal?
have purple.
my shoes to get them on.
Now with it, it's a Nordivate. These are really actually lightweight, great hiking shoes. I've actually have several pairs of Nordivates. They're very, very sturdy shoes, really grippy shoes, and they are actually very stable shoes. So if you're worried about it, don't worry about it. Now, if the low cut's not the style for you, definitely check out the higher style because it's a little more stable for your actual, let's say your ankles. All right, just gonna go there. Now we have one last product in the carousel, and this is actually going to be another Mrs. Dragon Blogger video. This is an 18 karat gold blue opal necklace. We're going to pop that up and show you right there.
Today we're taking a look
Purple
at
it
a
up,
really
just for you, Rising.
gorgeous necklace that is really perfect for summer. It's
He
that
says it's not
dainty
him.
look, and
Who the
right
heck's shaking my
now,
house?
all celestial styles of jewelry are really in trend.
Somebody's in your
So
car.
this one
Get 'em
comes with the
Dude, my
felt
wife's got my car.
envelope here,
Oh.
and it is 18 karat white
She better
gold
not drove by.
over your silver. And this features an blue opal, and then also it's reversible. So you have your black onyx. And they've also included a small
They're
charm
back
at the
outside.
bottom, and that is a freshwater pearl. So as you can see, the chain here is quite
Whoever it is
versatile
trying to get my
because
attention.
it is 15 inches long with a 2-inch extender.
Oh, they've got your
You can
attention.
wear it at choker length, or you can extend it out. It does
And I'm
feature
carless.
a spring ring clasp. You could get a magnet, and that would make it really easy to take on and off. That way, people with dexterity issues. But this is just a really gorgeous pendant. You can really see that blue opal.
It's actually really, I like
and
that. That's
blue
actually really
color
cool.
come through.
So if you need a pendant necklace, maybe the black onyx reversible is the one for you. Now it has the blue opal on the front, black onyx on the reverse. Very, very cool style. And of course, Mrs. Dragon Blogger is showing that off very, very well. Great little product. Now, a lot of great items in the carousel for everyone. I'm just going to say that now. Now, with that being said, we're at the end of the show. I've been here over 5.5 hours. I think almost a little more than that. Phil, great job, buddy. Thanks for showing off all the products. For those of you that don't know, and I'm going to tell you this right now, Nate's going to be coming on in about an hour and a half with his show. So you're going to see Nate. And then later tonight, you're going to see Nikita. On top of that, I'm going to be back over on the Jackery channel for about another hour to an hour and a half show later tonight. So
Thank you,
there's
Sheila.
gonna be,
Thanks for coming by.
There's going to be another show. Siren, I appreciate you being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Evans, everybody else, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow as well. Phil will be back with me tomorrow morning. Probably the same time frame. We'll see though. Might make it do a half an hour early. I don't know. We'll see. Phil, anything you want to add?
Well done, James. Nope, just want to say thank you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Prime Day. Hope you guys are getting all the great deals right now. It's literally Christmas in July on Amazon. Let's get those carts filled up, get those prices down, and do some happy shopping. James, again, thank you so much to the whole Dragon Blogger team. This is an honor.
Hey.
I'm absolutely
Glad to have you, buddy. Glad to have you.
Moon. Thank you.
Now,
go
everybody
get yourself
else,
some lunch.
I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go grab me a little bit of food. I kind of have to pick up the house a little, but I don't want to. Just don't want to. I will see you guys all later. Have a good one, everybody.
Later.
Stay safe, have fun, and shop. Just shop.
See you well.
Later, everyone.